business. And in about an hour's time, we have got a huge announcement, the biggest announcement that we've ever had live at 7:30. And genuinely, this is something that is going to be an absolute game changer for the community. We've been working on it for a few months now. We've been working... I say we. Me and Ash have done a moderate amount of work. Paul Apple Crumble's been working on it non-stop. Me and Ash just go, yeah, that's good, Paul. That looks really good, that. We can't even style it out, can we?
No, I was just trying
like when he shows stuff, I feel a bit good. I'm like, it looks amazing. You've done so much good work.
What was you two doing last night at 11 o'clock?
At 11 o'clock, I was listening to Chris Taylor, who's the social media influencer, who a lot of people here might know, dancing and shouting to Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
And
you were in bed, weren't you?
You was asleep, yeah.
What were you doing?
Building a landing page.
Oh, there you go. It's a clue already. Clue already.
What do they say about surrounding yourself with people that complement your skills?
Oh yeah, well,
we get out of the way.
Yeah. I was being social. Ash was resting, which is very important for an overall life of optimal health, and you were working like a dog, so that's fine. As long as one of us is focused on it, that's no bad thing. So yeah, we've got a big announcement coming out at 7:30, which we're super excited to bring to you guys. So mods, speakers, gang, as per usual. I want to know what has Clubhouse done for you, your business, your life, your business, your health, your wealth, and everything in between, and a tactical lesson. You know, if you could give somebody a tactical lesson of what you've deployed here on this platform since January in the last 7 months to add most value to you in whichever form, you know, because it's not just like business. I know a lot of people that, you know, hundreds of millions of pounds of business has probably been passed amongst just the community that we've got. And, you know, and this is one small part of, 50,000 rooms they're doing a day now, aren't they? Clubhouse. Did you see that? 50,000 rooms a day. So we are just one of 50. I mean, we're the best room of 50,000. Don't get me wrong, but we're just one of 50,000. So modern speakers, popcorn style, flash your microphone. Well, we know where we're going first off. Let's go to our friend from Germany, Lucian. If you do a German accent, that's not racist, is it? That's okay, surely. Lucian, answer me that question. Is that okay if I say Lucian in a German accent?
I don't mind.
Well, that's fine then.
Did she even flash?
Yeah, she did. I just take it as default that she's always flashing now. Lucian's the flasher? No, that is definitely getting more towards. No, I can't say that. Okay, Lucian, we'll come to you.
Okay, so Clubhouse has definitely damaged my professional reputation.
Yes, it has.
I like too long around Ashley and James. That happens to you.
I chip away at it one branding point a day.
Oh, brilliant. Good morning. I'm really excited, by the way, about the announcements. Did you say what time you're going to be announcing, or is that
when we actually work out what we're doing?
We're aiming for 7:30, but it depends on the length of time that people answer questions and how long it takes to sync up Google Drive for some sound effects, basically. So
and when Paul tells us what he's been doing for
it's quite complicated, so we still got to brief Ashley. We've been trying to do it for about 4 weeks.
We are all going to find out together as a family this morning.
Okay, brilliant. Love it. I'm really excited, and it's great to be growing like that. You know, it looks like there's another stage of growth that's happening, and quite nicely, that's what Clubhouse has done for me, for sure. It's opened me up to the possibility of growth. I remember when I was speaking to Ashley in the first couple of months, I was quite happy, quite comfortable doing what I was doing, not really envisaging doing anything very different in terms of expansion or just diversifying what I was capable of doing. And so many rooms were talking about the fact, you know, if you need to be present in your business, what you've made for yourself is a well-paid job rather than a business. And that kind of hit me like a brick, because that's what I created. And what I wanted then was to sit down and really understand, you know, what is it that I'm going to create? Because it was just a response to, I don't like where I work and I need to bring some money in initially. I love learning, so I'm going to learn how to coach and mentor. So it's opened me up to growth, massive growth. And I'm now at a point where, you know, I will have conversations with people that I would never have had conversations with before. I'm considering things like, you know, the retreat in Barbados that I would never have considered before. And I've hired someone. I've hired Rihanna, and she's the community manager in the business. And that's just massive, because I was happy to just be me, plodding along for the next however many years, doing what I wanted as a lifestyle business. And I've realized from you lot that that's not actually all that I want. So thank you for opening my eyes to that, folks. I'm Lucienne and I'm done speaking.
Lovely. Hey, I can tell you what, as a first share, you can't do it a lot better than employed staff off the app. That's pretty good, isn't it? What's Clubhouse done? Grown the business significantly to the point where you have had to take on some staff, and you took them on via Clubhouse. And yeah, I'm intrigued actually, Lucienne. I'm going to ask you a follow-up question. It's not often I'm intrigued by Lucienne, but today I am. Of all of the candidates. By the way, there's been a big, long sort of like brotherly, sisterly relationship that we built up over 7 months. If anyone's just tuning in for the first time, going, well, this guy's horrible, isn't he? And he sounds a little bit tired and grumpy. Well, don't worry about it. I'm fine. It's not me, it's you.
No, I thought you could hear Ashley telling me my chair's squeaking. That is like the kettle pot calling the kettle black, isn't it? Honestly.
Well, Ash being worried about back. Mate, yeah. Love. Even his breathing is like. By the time, he's got a dodgy nose. That's why, isn't it?
I said if you hear my chair squeaking. Why is my voice squeaking now?
Oh God! Right, Lucienne. So, of all the people that who applied for the job on and offline, get it together. We're trying to run a professional outfit after 7. We've got big news. I mean, we can't make the computer work still, but we've got big news. So, of the people that applied for the job, did you find that there was a deeper connection that you had to those who had applied, who you met via Clubhouse?
Oh, that is a good question.
Thought so. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dankeschön.
Dankeschön. Before I answer it though, Paul, have you got like a work belt that you have with WD-40 just ready?
It definitely has it in the other room.
Do you know what? I've got a nail gun though. I could nail Ashley to something. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Do that live.
If we get enough people who take the call to action today, we will staple gun something to Ashley. Who would like Jack? Do you remember Jackass? And they just used to like staple stuff to each other. If you would like flash your mics, Monster Speakers, if you'd like us to staple an item of there's a lot of people flashing, Ash. Right. You got to do it now. Give the people what they want.
We'd say why we've got a staple gun, the big staple gun here.
Go on then.
Nail gun. Because behind us if you've ever seen the studio on live stream, we've got like a wall of foam tiles to help with the acoustics, and they use spray adhesive to put them to the wall. And since we opened this studio, every week they fall down. And I honestly think when I leave, somebody's coming in and taking them off the wall and putting them on the floor because I cannot.
I reckon it's Ash. I reckon he doesn't leave, but he's like, "Oh, I see you later, guys." I reckon he goes and hides downstairs in one of those
if
big.
Somebody's listening and somebody is on a wind up, it's the best wind up that anyone's ever done to me. Honestly, it frustrated the hell out of me.
And the thing is, he can't automate it. That's the thing.
We got a voice note the other day. Ash was like, "Oh, sorry, guys, we're going into meetings." I was like, "Oh yeah, I've got a team meeting," and Paul just went, I'm going down to the DIY store to buy a staple gun. Have a nice day. He got so angry about it. To be fair, there's about 70 tiles you have to put on every week.
Down,
I think there was a comment around like, whoever made the glue, I'm going to be right.
I'm going to find the man that made this glue and give me some valuable feedback. Yeah, I'm one of those people.
Valuable feedback, quote unquote. Go on then. So, Lucienne, did you have a deeper relationship with those people that had applied via Clubhouse, or you knew via Clubhouse?
Yeah, so it's a great question because it was a very difficult process, because I had quite a lot of people who'd seen my journey from peers from my last work, and friends who really wanted to join up. I will say I do already have a small team, but this is the first person that's been hired in to proactively be at the front of the business, somebody who is front and center. And so it was really difficult to make the decision, because this person represents everything that the community that I've created for the women is about. And I felt guilty that people who I knew really well had applied, and I just knew that they weren't right for the role. And oftentimes there was one person in particular, I don't want Rihanna to feel uncomfortable about this, there was one person in particular who was absolutely brilliant, and she could have been absolutely fantastic. But actually, what I'd seen from Rihanna was her being here every single morning, sharing value, asking questions, the reliability, the ability to be able to communicate well, to be able to engage with people. I mean, the camaraderie between her and Ryan getting here, first, and having a giggle, and her never having a bad word to say about anyone, unlike you lot.
I felt that way about Ashley when I first heard Ashley. I felt all of those characteristics you said. That's exactly how I felt about you.
Well, Rihanna absolutely shone through. So I felt like I had a deeper connection to her on a business level because she had shown up and been really valuable in the field, that in the community, and that's what the job was. So that's why she's brilliant, she's amazing, that's why she got the job. But it was very difficult because I do have a good connection with a few people who wanted the job, so it was a hard decision to make.
Deeper relationship, though, that is what this app has done, isn't it?
It will be really awkward if you if it does go wrong, because there'll be a lot of ex-relationships on the stage for Lucienne.
I have absolutely every faith. Mariana is.
Look at Ryan flashing his mic down there. He's like, as soon as she slips up, I'm in there. I'm in there like a rat up a drain pipe.
She is. I'm telling you now, that woman is phenomenal. We've spent quite a bit of time together. Not as much as you lot, obviously. She is just absolutely brilliant, and so I'm chuffed as what?
Go on.
Chuffed as chocolate.
Just
made that one up.
Chuffed as chocolate. Oh, you can tell everyone's a bit tired in the studio today. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Lucienne. As always, the
I've got to go to Centre Park
queen
with
of
4
coaching.
kids.
Oh,
after
good luck
this.
with that. Oh, by the way, I've rebranded Lucienne.
In 28 degrees.
Yeah, enjoy.
Cheers.
Did you get the hot tub one in there? Were you allowed?
I can't say.
He's got the big lodge.
He's not allowed one. Right. Thank you, Lucy. Oh, yeah, I've officially rebranded Lucienne. That's not the big news for today, but I realised calling her the Princess of Nonsense was a bit rude. So I've rebranded. Lucienne is now officially the Queen of Coaching. Give it up, man. Oh, she's the Queen of Coaching. King of Clubhouse, Captain Miserable, Podcast King, and the Queen of Coaching. So that's all the official brands for us done. So that's not the biggest news. I mean, that's fairly big news, especially for Lucienne, to be rebranded by the King of Branding. But yeah, other than that, we've got big news coming out.
So we have a quick reset. It's what is it? 46?
Yeah, shall we do it? Yeah, would you like a little quick reset?
Okay, a quick room reset.
Here comes a little. Oh no, because those ones have got the secret magic talk on. Oh, hang on a second. We're gonna do it. Let's take one more. Let's take one more share before we do that. So let's go for. Hey, Matty Wilson's flashing. He better have at least found some good mates out of Clubhouse. He better say something nice about us, Laura, else we're gonna sack him off.
That was the first thing I was going to say, actually, boys. Yeah, apart from meeting some amazing people, which a lot of them I haven't actually met in person yet, but hopefully soon I will, including the Amazing Winners Club. Ash, for instance, we started connecting when I first come on Clubhouse back in January, and it was like we were best mates after a couple of weeks, and I never even met him until a few weeks ago. So yeah, thanks for that, guys, and thanks for bringing me into the community. I'd say one of the biggest things that sort of really been consciously sort of good for me is not just the contacts and stuff like that, but the content and learnings that I can sort of see around people's minds. And what I mean by that is the questions that people ask. It's really, really fascinating for me, someone like me that runs like a marketing agency, to be in a room like this one every morning and just hearing some of the questions that are on my potential customers' minds, and it's like the best market research tool, I think, that you could ever have, because I always hear so many questions that get asked, and I'm like, wow, I didn't even think that people wondered how that works and all of this sort of stuff. And then not only that, when I actually answer questions, especially on my marketing in the last couple of weeks, it's just been really good for me to hone my skills as well, because a lot of the time I know how to do stuff in my head, and I would know how to tell someone it, but I've never been in a position to do so. When you're sort of put on the spot and someone asks a good question, and then you answer it, you become a lot more sharper. And I can feel myself getting a lot more sharper over the months of being on Clubhouse, just getting a lot more sharper with the answers and the value that I can deliver, because it's coming out of my head, and then I'm saying it, and then I'm figuring out a better way to say it next time. And it's been really useful with some of the content that we've been putting out from Einstein, on the blog. Some of the resources that we've created recently, the free resources we've created recently, have been because of questions that I've got asked on Clubhouse. So yeah, I'd say that's a big one for me.
Sorry, we were still having some technical difficulties. Yeah, isn't it interesting? It really, really does sharpen the saw. And that was one of the biggest things that I saw from this app early doors. I was like, oh, those who are genuine experts in their field are going to thrive here. And those who aren't, with respect, are going to get caught out really, really quick. And that's why I think we saw a sort of a dip off.
We thought you was a crook,
months.
Matt, because you disappeared after a month or so.
I was like,
And then now you've come back, but you're all right. Hey?
He had his wobble, didn't he? Matt had his wobble. He had his winners club wobble.
They're clearly having some problems.
They're just slagging me off, aren't they? They've got the mic off, they're just slagging me.
No, are we back?
Oh, there you are. There you are.
There you go.
Sorry, I've got a bit of Pete Tong. Yeah, we said we reckon that Matt was well dodgy.
We
We're
thought
like,
you was well
gone.
dodgy, yeah, because you disappeared.
He don't know what he's
and then
talking
you've come
about.
back.
Top blog in the world, whatever. What a load of nonsense. done a funnel. We don't know. He's asked from his elbow, that guy. But then he's back, and now we love him again.
It's funny though, isn't it? Like, because one of the reasons why, because I was on it fairly regularly early on in the year, and then I probably went off a bit for sort of like 3-4 months, and one of the main reasons was because I found myself not fully committing when I was in here. So I was a part of another mod group, let's call it, and they were bringing me up on stages left, right, and centre with 1 million WhatsApp messages a day, with loads of different rules and regulations of who I can and can't speak to. And I was like, "Fuck this is bollocks." I just want to go on and answer some questions and help some people. Like, what's all this red tape around, you know? So, and also what I found was a lot of the time when I was in rooms, it was okay. Again, in some other communities, it was okay for people to just sit there and on the stage, like on Clubhouse, but not actually be there in person. And I could not do that. So what I did, I found myself on stage 90% of my time. And I was like, well, I can't do this. So I sort of stepped away from it until I could sort of fully commit. So now, like, I've got just a better schedule with it now, because if I'm here, I'm here. So I come on here every morning because it's a great room. Even if I don't speak, I'm actually there the whole time, because this room's great, because the learnings and the listening in the room. That's why I can't wait for the announcement later. But the learnings and lessons in this room are fantastic. And then obviously I've got the room that I do with you guys now on a Tuesday, because you know, that was definitely a big sort of pet peeve of mine, and one of the reasons why I sort of moved away from the app. It was nothing to do with anything else apart from that.
Yeah, I think that's one of the big lessons. I think, especially when people are new to the app, they're like, "Oh my God, what is this? It's like the new world. I'm going to spend all my time on it." And then you gradually have to find your way to make it fit in with everything else that you do. Yes, it can be amazing for lead generation and building your brand and being the authoritative, easy for me to say, authoritative voice in your marketplace, etc. But it's got to fit into your overall life. So we're glad you're back. We're glad to have you as part of the gang, and we're mega glad to be working with you on the EMC event as well. It is just about 10 to 7. Should we have a little reset?
Yeah, let's do it.
Listen out for something
Actually,
new.
Listen
Out for something new coming here, guys.
You are listening to Breakfast with Winners, exclusive content direct from the Winners Club. If you are enjoying the conversation, click on the green Monopoly house at the top of the screen right now and join the thousands of winners already in our community. For more information about the Winners Club, head to thewinnersclub.club. Now, back to the show.
Oh, Capital FM. Did somebody say Capital FM? Heart Radio, better watch out. Radio 1, we're coming for you. Zobor on Radio 2. Who are ya? Who are ya? Got to be over excited about that. I do love a voiceover.
That was one Ashley made earlier.
Yeah, Ashley is a very talented audio producer. I hear a lot of bad things said about Ashley in a lot of places, but he knows his way around a bit of audio, doesn't he?
It's the mixing desk guy in front of me.
What have you actually got? Ashley's got a whole site. He's literally got a 2-meter desk, and all he's got is his little phone. If you want to see that, I'm gonna take a photo of Ashley looking sad with his little phone. I'm gonna put it onto Instagram at the Winners Club. Go to at the Winners Club and you can find out. You can see the picture of Ashley.
Let me stretch my headphones. So
At least it fills out the space. Right then, guys, we've got a big announcement coming at 7:30. But before that, we're talking this morning about what has Clubhouse done for you. Mods, speakers, popcorn style, you flash your microphones from a business context, from a network context. What has this app done for you and your brand and your business? Flash your mic if you'd love to share. Let's go to... Do you know what? Let's go to Zahida. It's not often that I go straight to Zahida, but today we're going to. Go on.
Thank you very much, James.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate that. Very grateful to be here and to listen to all this banter. And can you please leave Ashley alone? I feel
Absolutely
so sorry for him. No, honestly.
Thank you for the feedback. We'll escalate that to our line manager.
Zahida, trust me, he gives as good as he gets.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
in
does.
private,
I'm sure he
private
does.
circles.
The Jack Russell loads.
Zahida,
It's lovely.
you're now my best friend.
I know. I've got a little place in my heart for you, Ashley. I'll just let you know.
You only need a little place for Ashley.
anyway, on to no, this is what I love actually. This is what I've got from Clubhouse. It's been great community actually, this room. I came on in February and like everybody else, different rooms and spent a lot of time. I was just setting up, as James knows, my business at the time. So it was, I was trying to tap into lots of different rooms, trying to find out some as much as I could. But this is a room that I've gained because actually it is like a community. So there's a lot of rooms as Ashley. That's why Ashley set this up, because he signed in going to rooms and you just sit there listening to people, and it's very hard to get on stage to ask questions. So this is one thing that I've loved about this room, the great community spirit which you have set up, Ashley, which is amazing. And the other thing is network of people that I've met, got to know, new friendships that were created, which are really valuable. And then the other thing is, like Lucienne said, she's found someone, an employee of this app, because she's been able to understand that person just through the audio, what they're like, what they stand for. But in the other view, my point of view, is I've got a great coach as well off this app, who's Lucienne. And it was through listening to her, actually, that I realised actually what she stood for. And I knew I could gain a lot from her, which I have done. I've moved on heaps and bounds since I've been with her. So for me, it's been that as well, the fact that, you can come here, listen to people and kind of get to know them when they're talking, and you kind of create a connection. Actually, that's what I created on this app. So it's been absolutely amazing on lots of different levels for me. So that's what I've gained from this. So this is a room that I do come to regularly, and I'm just very grateful to be part of the community. So thank you very much. This is Zahida, and I'm done speaking.
Oh, that was a really nice one, wasn't it? After Lucienne and Matt, it's nice to have some genuine niceness, isn't it?
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Zahida.
The only bit of constructive feedback I want to give Zahida is her praise of Ashley when he first started the room. Because actually, what you lot don't know is he just wanted to sell you something. It was like, get the people in the room, get them in there, sell them something.
Find them something.
Yeah, what can we sell them? Then
me
and James have done a lot of work to deprogram Ashley's brain.
Yeah, he wanted, before it was called Breakfast with Winners, it was going to be called Give Ashley a Cash, and I was like, I don't think it's going to be popular. I think you're going to struggle.
What would have happened? You would have all bought about 15 courses and be members of about 15 mastermind programs by now.
Go to the lovely landing page.
Leave him alone, boy.
No.
He's my favourite. Leave him alone.
Oh, we don't have favourites here.
No, he's not.
We don't have favourites here.
Don't take that back. Don't take that back.
Stand by your decisions,
James,
Zahida.
you're my favourite. I knew you before.
I was just about to motto and drop everyone else.
Yeah.
She just ruined it.
She just shot herself in the foot. So close to greatness, Zahida,
How
on a
is
Friday
James
morning.
Do you live on the same road as Zahida?
No, she
Nearby.
lives. No, she lives down the posh street.
Is he? Is
Yeah, you do.
do
Don't
you know one of those people that you see walking down the street with a phone, like doing selfie videos of a phone? You walk and you think, what an idiot.
That's me.
You're one of them, aren't you? Is he one of those, Zahida?
Well, I had noticed him actually, before I actually got to know him on a deeper level, actually, and I did used to think that, but when I got chatting to him, it actually confirmed it, Paul.
Giving it loads on the duck pond. Here I am. Sunrise over the duck pond. Look at this. Isn't it nice? Me bowling around Chislers like Conor McGregor.
News. Weird guy in Woods taking.
Do you know he
Watch
told me
out
he had a swimming pool at his old address?
Oh, don't you be giving it loads, because if I have to turn on you, I've... Don't make me talk about the fact you want a landing strip in your garden. What? Don't make me
Don't worry. When we was on the plane, we were just circling over his house.
Yeah.
And his kids.
His estate.
His kids and Mrs.
Papa! Papa! Throw down some diamonds, Papa!
Oh, Daddy's in his plane again.
Papa, Father, do another loop-de-loop. Do a loop-de-loop, Father. Right.
That was the moment Paul was showing me all these tricks, and I'm just like, yeah, that's enough now.
Yeah, do you want me to turn the plane off? No, not really. Should I show you how to do an emergency landing? Not really.
My kids won't come in the plane with me.
But they're not.
No, nor my wife.
You could have told
Will
me
your
that.
wife let you take the kids
We're a
in
bit
the
like the
plane?
royal family. We can't travel together.
Oh, by the way, on the point of me having the pool, which I am very fancy. Unless you go to that pool, you realise it's like Magaluf in Bromley. It's a bit strange. My buyer's fallen through. So if anyone has got 375 grand, they want to buy a 2-bed flat in Bromley with a swimming pool in the back garden, just DM me. In fact, just go via my agent Ash. If you could just text the word cash to Ash, we can arrange a great deal on a 2-bed property. Right, flashing mics, mods and speakers. If you have got something that you'd love to share, what have you got from Clubhouse? What has Clubhouse done for you? And it's nice to know that people have had, community built, relationships built. Yeah, I think we've seen that with the meetups that have been going on, and Kev's running, like a live event next week with Jonglers, which I think, is pretty much sold out already in advance, and that's all, through the community, which has been amazing.
I'll share.
Go on then.
I'll just say thank you to you two lovely fellas. And this,
God,
this is said in
This doesn't feel right, James.
there is no
Papa's all emotional again, Cedric.
there's no sarcastic tone to this. Generally, like before Clubhouse, I was getting more miserable by the day.
Oh, glad we solved that problem.
in a form of semi-retirement. So I'm out of retirement now. Used to have given me a job, working me like a little. I don't know what. I can't say that.
Yeah, I knew where you were going though.
Yeah, I'm thankful. Yeah.
So you was more grumpy previously.
It's a different grumpiness, isn't it? It's a different kind of grumpiness.
No, you say I'm grumpy. Generally, I'm extremely happy in my life, so I'm not, a miserable person. I think
You just got a resting bitch face.
I just deploy complete blunt honesty.
You do. I love that as well. I've learned a lot of lessons from that.
But no, I think I've probably found my mojo a little bit back from knowing you to. So thank you for that. I'll say thank you. There you go. It's the only thank you you're going to get.
Well, I'll take it.
I'm nervous.
I wasn't recording it either. Let me hit the button again. Tell me how much you like me again, Paul. I've hit the button.
Go.
No, you won't do it again now, will he? Cedric, I think Father. I don't know what's wrong with Father. Right, what does speak? Ash, anything you'd like to say nice to us? Has it changed your life being around Paul and me? Oh, forget it. Whatever. Right, what does speakers? Flash your mics then. What have you got from a Clubhouse? What has it done for you or your life, your business? Let's go to. Oh, do you know what? We've got to go to Mark, the piano guy. Who here, man? How are you doing?
He's going to chase me up because I'm not fulfilling my bargain with Mark.
Have you not done it? You were giving it loads in that piano shop.
I was giving it absolute loads, yeah.
Okay,
I
Mark.
can play with one hand, just not two.
Okay, well, we can work on that. Mark, I know not all of
Morning,
yours.
everyone. Thank you very much. The Geordie accent was almost just slightly less offensive than the German one.
just about.
Almost just slightly. Yeah. Clubhouse for me has been a real, it's a cliche, but it's a game changer because it's been a real opportunity. I'm historically a bit of a lone wolf, just doing my thing. Like, I guess like Lucien was speaking about earlier, just happy doing my thing and realizing that when you come on here and I guess really sort of working on my confidence to own what I'm good at. And normally historically I kind of hidden away in the Northeast maybe. And now I have an opportunity to show people across the world what I'm good at. And I think it was when I did the World Piano Day event in March, where we ran a 24-hour room and raised a lot of money for a music therapy charity. And I was bringing on people from all over the world in a similar way to you guys do here, sort of almost running it like a radio show and bringing on guests and so on. That I really sort of sat back after that and looked at the fallout of it and looked at the impact of it and what people were saying about it and thought, yeah, I am quite good at this and maybe I should own that a bit more. But having the confidence in my brand and who I am and what I do I've always struggled quite a lot to take compliments, and I think I've really worked on myself in the last few months to own my brand and to own what I'm good at and to know that I can deliver for people. And doing the project with Lucien was really, really great, and showing someone that they can do something in a short period of time. No comment, Paul.
Sorry, my new employer, Mark, has had me so busy. I've just had no time to do anything at all.
We'll get you there. So yeah, no, it's been really, really powerful, and it's opened up my world to lots of different contacts and working with some, really sort of very well-known musicians. I'm now in contact with a guy called Mark Berman, who has played piano for Aretha Franklin, and he played the Sex and the City theme tune. Literally, he was that guy, and we're now working together, and that would never have happened as a result of Clubhouse. So, yeah, it's been a real game changer, and having the confidence for me to be able to say, yeah, I am going to get 1 million people playing piano, and I am going to make 1 million people feel better, and I am going to do it in my Geordie style. That's absolutely fine by me. It's really, really powerful for me to be able to say that. So, thanks, guys, and thanks for giving me the opportunity, and thanks for the support.
Awesome stuff. There's some people who you've been able to listen to, like, own their space and come into their own, haven't you, on this app? There's certain Mark for me, I don't know about you two, Mark for me is one of those, because when he first came on, he was almost like he's very northeastern, wasn't he? Like almost apologetic about what he could do. Then I remember the first time I heard the guy playing, I was like, unbelievable.
If we had awards, I think the most moving moment I've had on Clubhouse is when Mark shared his piece of music he'd made.
Oh, I was gone. I literally had a little cry that day. Yeah,
well, guys, if it's okay, can I give you an update on that?
Go on.
For those of you who were in the room, that was a piece of music that I wrote partly in tribute to my baby daughter, who I lost last year when my wife was 22 weeks pregnant. And yesterday we told the world that actually my wife's pregnant again. So,
hey, fantastic news.
So we are at 17. We are at 17 weeks, and we've been keeping it secret. And the world fell apart when we got to 20 weeks last time. So you can assume our anxiety levels are really, really high. But we're keeping the hope and keeping the dream alive, as it were. So thank you for the support.
Oh, that is amazing. And there's a lot of people in this room who talk about manifestation and visualization, all that stuff. So whatever you believe in, whether you think it's woo or whatever, let's send good vibes towards the northeast to Mark and to his partner and to their bundling little bundle of joy, who shall be arriving in 23-ish weeks or so. That's fantastic news. That is made my day. That should be our big announcement. If you sack off we can't sack off our announcement because we've planned a lot of stuff around it, but that is, as far as announcements go. Do you know what, mods and speakers, anyone who's on the stage, unmic, don't just flash them, unmic, give Mark a round of applause or a whoop or a cheer or a celebration. That is, we've got a Clubhouse baby coming, everybody. How cool is that? I also just on the subject of Mark, I found out that Mark in the music space is like in the world of heavy metal, he's like a mega star celebrity. Like no joke. Like if you look up his band, like it's some of the music's quite hard to listen to because but he's massive. It's like thrash metal. He's massive in that space. It's like that, isn't it? That's one of the hits.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Go check
on your list of offensive things this morning, just behind the Geordie accent.
2 bits of mod, racism and offending somebody's life's work. Fantastic. I'm having a great day, and it's not even, well, it's just gone 7 o'clock. So but it's a good solid start to my day. Right, mods and speakers, popcorn styly, flash your mics.
This time last week I called somebody,
Yeah, come here. I'm really on it, aren't we? Flash your mics, popcorn styly. What is this app? Come on, let's go to, it sounds, who have we got here? Yeah, we've got to go to that guy. Is that Time and Envy in Romford that I can hear in the background flashing, or is it not? No, it's not. It's Ryan.
No, it's me. Sorry, I'm James. Sorry,
okay, mate, no worries. We'll go to Ryan. Ryan, what has this app done for you, pal?
Yeah, no, thanks, guys. Thanks for the amazing room again this morning. And I absolutely love the new room resets as well. So this app for me is literally, like Mark just said, and congratulations, Mark, as well, with the baby. Mark just said it's a game changer. And for me, it's literally been a life changer. I've been drifting through my life I'm 28 years old now, and I never really knew what I wanted to do with my life. And then when this Clubhouse come along, I knew that I had to get on it, and I struggled actually to get an invite all through, say, December and January, and I finally got on, I think, at the start of February. Straight away, I noticed the Breakfast with Winners Club, and it just really stood out to me because, like Ashley says, it is a community room and it's so inviting. Like, you guys literally welcome anybody. And the first thing as well that stood out for me was Ashley always said, as soon as you come in the room, just stick your hand up and get up on the stage. And that's what I done. I just listened to what you guys were saying. I just implemented it. And again, it goes back to that Rihanna, our little competition where we'd come in every morning and try and get the first up on the stage. And yeah, Rihanna's got a job out of it as well. So congratulations to Rihanna. I just feel like Clubhouse is literally, it will change your life if you implement and listen and learn and just network with people, reach out to people. Don't ever feel afraid to ask a question. And just follow up on everything that you're doing in Clubhouse. So for me, like some of you guys know, I've literally quit my day job of over 13 years because of Clubhouse and because of the people that I've been, say, exposed to and surrounded with. So yeah, it's just realize the opportunity of what's possible in life. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to all of the mods and speakers that are here on a daily basis, and I appreciate you all. I'm done speaking.
Awesome stuff. Again, for me, Ryan is another one of those who's developed, and you've heard them grow in real time. Ryan, Rihanna, Mark, certain people, you're like, God, they're just Ashley, Paul. No, Paul hasn't developed at all. It's just the same, isn't it? I do kind of feel sorry for Ryan though, because him and Rihanna used to have that competition of who could get in the room first, and he's still here most of the time before Rihanna. Rihanna got a job. I'm thinking it's just not fair, is it? So, Lucienne, if you could scale your team up a bit quicker, please. If you could, I know it's like around the incredible collective of females and stuff, but if you could make an exception for Ryan, I think it's only fair that if you're going to give, it's like choosing a favourite child, isn't it? You can't do that. So, if you could give both of them a job, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Gladly, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
James.
Gladly. Yep. Yes, mate.
James, I'm still waiting for that job for the fanning boy to fan Ashley.
That's right, yeah.
Big leaf.
Ryan messaged me and went, if you want me to, I'll turn up to the studio one day with a big leaf and I'll just fan Ashley. And I was like, do you know what? I don't think Ashley's ego could deal with somebody actually fanning him like a Greek god. We should do that one day though, should we? When's our 200th episode?
Do you know what? It's probably gone.
It probably has gone, yes. Sorry,
we're
Ryan.
really bad at that. Those type of things.
We're great at certain stuff we can't count. That's the one issue.
I'll try and work it out in a minute. In order to do it, I'm going to have to go back to the date of when we done the 125th, I think it was, on social media. The big 125.
And then the big that nobody ever celebrates.
And then try to count. I'm going to have trouble. You'll have trouble, Ash, because it would need more than two hands to count. And you can't use your toes either because they're strapped together.
I just spotted that banter coming later. Right, mods and speakers, popcorn styling. I think everyone's had a positive effect, haven't they?
28th
from
May.
this. Let's go to
28th of May.
What was the 125th?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Right, so if there's any mathematicians in the audience,
what about the counting guy, the human calculator?
Well, he's not here. On the 25th. Did you say 25th of May?
No, 28th.
28th of May was our 125th show, and we do 6 per week.
6, there's what, 8, 6, 48, 48. So 125, 48 is about 173. Happy 170th. Yeah, actually try and work it out. We're going to get an abacus. Do you remember abacuses? They were good, weren't they? Right, well, let's go to, we had some flashing then. Darren was flashing. What's been going on in your world since Clubhouse, my man?
Oh, James. So, do you know what I found is that I've found all the cracks in my business over the last few months. It's been absolutely awesome. I'm blessed to have had a lot of business from Clubhouse. And I was at a point where I was looking to scale the business globally. And I realized, wow, I've got some cracks in the business, some cracks in the processes, some cracks in the staff, and I needed to really work on those. So that's why I've been away for so long now. So as CEO of my organization, it's my duty to make sure that the processes are all sweet and that we've got that ability to scale. So I think it was a really big learning lesson for me, because February, March, I did like 3-4 times the amount of business I would normally do, which is absolutely awesome. But at the same time, if you continue at that rate when you're not actually ready for that, then reputation can just fall off a cliff. So I made sure that was what I was. A word of warning to people as well, to say, look, Clubhouse is absolutely awesome for business growth. Out in my mind about that, but be careful not to just take your eyes off the ball and make it all about the business growth. Make sure you can deliver at the end of it, because if you can't, that all that hard work will be for nothing. So yeah, that was a big learning lesson for me, and I've really enjoyed it as well because it's strengthened the organization reputation, it strengthened our delivery, it's really helped my team, my staff about the processes and the things that we need to get right. And yeah, it's been great fun. So I've loved every moment of it, but it comes with a health warning. Be very careful, because you can ruin your business just as quick as you can grow it if you don't get things in order first.
Great, yeah, and I know for excuse me, for certain businesses, this app has been unbelievable for lead generation. I know that obviously, Dan, you've had a great deal of work through it, and I love that you've learnt the lessons, and I like also that you shared that you've enjoyed that sort of like positive pressure, because I would say that it's almost like with a business system, it's like putting water through pipe work. Sometimes you don't know where the leaks are until you have to put a lot of water through it. Good analogy, right?
You should write a book of analogies, honestly.
Yeah.
Your language is language. You talk in analogies.
Riddles.
Okay, let's go to. I'm just trying to think of a book title. I'm going to call it "Riddle Me This." I have like a really inquisitive looking face. Right, who is flashing their mic? It sounds like Time and Envy's out of the gym. No, it's Credit. I think Credit is flashing. Credit.
No.
We'll come to you, Credit. What have you learned? What's been the number one thing that you've learned or you've got from this app? I know you're smashing it in all areas of business and life, and a lot of leads, I guess, are coming from Clubhouse. I know you've met up with people in person. So what has Clubhouse done for you, Credit?
Well, Clubhouse, but especially in this room, I met people in the UK and all over the world. So it's a global reach. So it's not only the U.S. People that I've met. Hannah's blinking her mic. Hey, Anna, love. But it's I love you. It's crazy because I've made really tremendous amount of friends on this app, and I can name everyone on stage. That's how crazy this app is. And I'm learning how to speak English properly, because I think for some reason in the U.S., that's really not English. I found out that the real English speaking room is actually this room, and I've been told all these years a lie that was really English in the US. So that's one thing I learned. And second thing I learned is, as I'm making friends and influencing people, I can now have a global reach in my message in terms of financial education and also business strategy, and just collaborating with so many people. And my podcast calendar has been booked up. And why do I say podcast? Because now you can get your SEO up. So all great things. And the most fun of all is meeting people in person. And I'm blessed to be in the US, where we were able to move around more easily. And with me, I don't let that limit who I meet, where I meet, and when I meet. So I kind of have my own control of my environment. But the crazy part is, now that I'm out and moving about, the challenging thing is, how do I still stay relevant on this app? And I'm trying to integrate real life with being on the app and still keeping, people forget you if you're gone too long. You got to stay fresh in their mind, because you're synonymous with what you with your expertise or your knowledge. And so when they think of blank, they think of Credit Ninja. When they think of this, they think, so the association is so important. So I have to find ways to keep myself relevant on this app. So that's probably the only challenge. But overall, the friendship has been amazing, and the impact has been tremendous. So I'm done speaking. Thanks for having me. The UK team, Ashley, Paul, Lucienne, Jennifer, Victoria, of course, Anna, and Beju. And I can keep going on. Kev is going to be in Vegas soon. So Kev, I'm going to see you in real life, I think August, right? So hit me up and we'll meet up and have some dinner or whatever. Okay, I'm done speaking.
Awesome stuff. Relationships have been built on this app, haven't they? Have we had we've had a Clubhouse wedding, haven't we?
Yeah, Natasha.
Not in this room.
No, not in this room, but just in
Not unless
general.
she's got something to tell me.
And a baby was delivered. The baby was delivered on the app. So
Really?
yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, someone was in labour.
Yeah.
In labour.
Bobby was.
I asked Charlotte.
That's going to be you and your next baby. You're going to be on Clubhouse in Breakfast with Winners while Charlotte's giving birth.
Lovely. Oh, I can see the head. Lovely.
I stayed right to the other end.
Let's not go there. Right. Okay. Good stuff. Like mods and speakers, flash on mic, popcorn Styley. What's been your number one? Let's go to lovely Victoria. Victoria, what's Clubhouse?
Sorry, we've glossed over that.
What?
Was it Credit? Was it who was on Clubhouse? The actual lady in labour, or the husband, or the dad, the father?
Where's credit gone? Credit, come
Disappeared.
back. Have you got any more details?
Well, it was a live room. It must have just been people.
Because I'd love to know how you convince, like your
I
part.
was going to say if it was the dad, I bet he was in trouble.
Yeah. How'd you convince your partner of that? I'll tell you what, love. You go and give birth. I'm going to put my headphones in and be on Clubhouse.
I'm on Clubhouse.
So I haven't been brought up to stage yet. I've got to flash my mic. Hang on. Flash your mic if you'd like to hear.
That would be some background noise, wouldn't it?
God, Jesus
Anyway, go a bit
Christ.
too far.
Right, Victoria, we're going to come to you. What's Clubhouse done for you, my friend?
Morning. I forgot how how funny Friday mornings are with you guys. Oh my God, Clubhouse, this has been insane. Obviously, I joined back in, was it January now, beginning of Jan, and just casually messaged Ash and was like, Ash, can I be a moderator? And he was like, yeah, okay. There's like,
How long did it take him to come back to you, Victoria? Did he come back to you straight away?
3 months.
Do you know what? It was actually pretty quick, I think. It was pretty quick. I mean, yeah, I think you were pretty good then, Ash. I think it's just maybe got worse over the last 6 months.
Ash, basically, he looks up here and goes, what's in it for me? Is that person? And so Paul, the length of time it took to come back to Paul isn't a reflection of Ashley. His response time is how valuable that Ashley thinks Paul is as a human being. The longer it takes to respond, the less he thinks you can add to his life, basically. I'm sorry to break that to you, Paul.
well,
Which is why Victoria got a response in 20 minutes and you took 20 days.
So my inbox was horrendous. I don't know if anyone has experienced it early on in the app.
We've just interrupted Victoria, by the way.
Sorry.
So if you want to see a picture of
Apologies for
Ashley
that.
who
My
looks like
fault.
Thor, by the
No,
way,
don't
please
do
go
that.
on to. We've also, just because Ashley's got a bit of a God complex today, I don't know what's going on with him. His ego's gone out of check. So if you go onto Instagram, if you go onto @thewinners_club official, you can go on to our stories and you can see Ashley as a lightning carrying Thor.
Sorry, Victoria. Go
Victoria, over to you.
Ash just walks around with like a golden sparkle filter on him constantly. That's what we need. But no, as I was saying at the beginning of the app, you know, it was so refreshing for me to come onto a platform where you're valued by what you have to say and not valued by how you look and your photos and your images and the videos that you put out there, which is obviously what the majority of the other platforms are. So it just really raised my confidence with regards to me speaking about subjects that I was so passionate about and that not necessarily people would listen to me on Instagram. So that was probably the one take at the beginning that I took, was how I really thrived in this app with just speaking. And then this community and these contacts, I know that this is going to be spoken about all morning and everyone is saying it, but the things that happen in my business right now genuinely would not be happening if Clubhouse didn't exist. I mean, I'm all for saying that you always meet the people who you're meant to meet. You'll always bump into them. Things always happen if they're meant for you. Rada. I get that. But genuinely, if the Winners Club wasn't a thing, like, my business wouldn't be at a place where it is right now. So they are my two takes: just confidence within speaking within the app, and then obviously the community that's being built and what I'm doing with my business.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know that it's had such a beneficial impact. Did you find, so for example, obviously with like the influencer space that you're in, Victoria, you know, it's kind of like stop people scrolling, get their attention, but it's very like short, sharp and to the point. Was it when you could come in and drop or deliver, you know, like long form value content? Was that the piece that gave you the extra confidence? Because you're like, actually, I have got more to say than, you know, that I can get into a 15-second reel or a 60-second video clip. Was it kind of that sort of built you up a bit?
Yeah, 100%. And not just that, but when you watch your followers grow on Clubhouse, the only reason they're following you is because of what you have to say. They're not following you because of what you look like, because they click on your face. If they like what you have to say, they follow you. It's as simple as that. So knowing that what I was putting in, what the value I was giving, the subjects we were speaking about, was enabling people to think, right, I like her, I'm going to follow her for that reason. So even though it may not have translated over it to Instagram, it's a genuine set of followers on this app that you know will follow you no matter what. And it goes again to what we've always said about having those. It's better to have 1,000 followers, 1,000 true fans, than 100,000 followers.
Yeah, that's so true, isn't it? I think that this platform, well, I've got to get my words out, that this platform has been a true testament to that, because I think that kind of advice and wisdom gets bound about quite a lot, doesn't it? But actually this place has proved exactly that. It's not just the number of people that follow you, because we all know that, you know, there's sort of gangs of people who are just like buying followers and they're buying influence, and therefore, you know, you're diminishing the influential status of the influence if you're buying it, essentially, aren't you, realistically? But I think there's been genuine connections and real value added by this room, and I love to hear it. Awesome stuff.
And also, I think, like you just said, you can, and I sound silly, but you can kind of cut through the BS here.
Yes.
You can see it. Everyone can see it, and that's the nice thing about this app, because everyone is so genuine and everyone is so upfront with how they feel, especially Paul.
He hasn't got his headphones in.
Paul's just moved to audience person.
What was said?
Just how much he loves you.
Oh, thank you.
How direct people are.
No, how direct. I said it's great, like how you just cut through the BS. Like, it's like, if we don't like you or
Just
you're
like
talking
Paul.
shit, it's like, we're not going to have you on here. Move to audience.
Move to audience, or call them a dick, as Paul started doing last week.
You're the move to audience king.
I got compliments on it.
That was slick how you done that yesterday.
Kev Hawkin, I spoke to him on the phone. He went, mate, I thought it was fantastic. He's like, the guy, he hadn't even got out of his mouth and you'd already thrown him back in the audience. And I was like, yep.
You actually apologised as well for doing it. Sorry, we can't hear you.
I know, yeah, but then I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm being incongruent here. I can hear you. I just didn't want to hear you. I'm just going to have to tell you as it is. Right, awesome. Thank you, Victoria. Glad to hear. I love the fact that people's businesses have been grown by this app. You know, because when we first came on here, I think there's a lot of us who are working out going, right, is this going to be valuable? Is this good use of your time? Am I doing this for ego metrics? And I said this to you guys early on. I was like, I'm spending too much time here. I want to make £1,000 out of this app in the next 10 days. I just like picked an arbitrary figure. I was like, and if I don't make £1,000 of this app, I'm gone. I'm just going to delete it.
I'm doing something wrong, because I was a credible service provider of offices.
Yeah.
I had studios. Now I give my studio away for free.
You've lumped in 30 grand.
I've spent more money on building another studio. I don't charge you two for using it. James uses it for his podcast, whatever he wants. Just rocks up.
He's moved in.
He's even got a key now to the door.
I've got a key. I'm absolutely loving it.
And I've made no money.
I've got, well, you're down. You're negative 30k.
Yeah.
I think we've all learned something, haven't we, from this app? A lot of us have made progression. Some of us have regressed. Unfortunately for Paul, he's gone backwards rather than forwards like the rest of us. Papa, why are you so busy, Papa? Papa, I hardly ever see you doing a loop-de-loop over the house, over the estate anymore.
Where's the butler's gone?
Papa, where is Jeeves? Papa, my morning caviar is definitely not served chilled anymore, and you seem to be on Clubhausen. What's happening, Papa? Right, well, let's have one more share.
Honestly, don't make me start.
One more share. One more share. Let's go to our lovely pal Kev for a lovely share before we do our big announcements. Guys, get your heads in the game. Big announcement at 7:30. Okay? I'm not talking to you guys listening. I'm talking to these guys and these idiots. I'm looking at. Yeah, don't look behind you. You are the idiot. Right, Kev, we're coming to you, my lovely pal.
Hello. Good morning, winners. Good morning. I am proper laughing this morning. It's great. I want to say what the app's done for me has completely changed my entire perception of how to do, the charity side of things, because I'm a massive advocate of charity work. And one of the things I did when I came into the studio and announced the kids comedy camp, for me, that was totally overwhelming, because it was like, Paul went, no, let's just announce it and see what happens. He said, because, we're not going to close this room until we reach that goal. And not only did we reach it, we surpassed it. And to me, giving that opportunity to children, I couldn't have done that without the Clubhouse, I don't think, because it would have been so much more difficult in doing different channels. But like Victoria said, you hear the genuine voice of the person, and you understand what they're saying, you understand what they're trying to achieve. And then you get out there and you listen to them, and you go, yeah, do you know what? This guy or this girl knows what they want to do, and they're doing it right, and it's all there, and it's all, it's all being done for the right reasons. And I think you can't hide your voice in that way. I think you genuinely can't. And when it happens like that, I think everyone just goes, yeah, let's support it and let's do it. And bless them. And that charity that I was going to do, it's turned out so well. Unfortunately, we've had to delay it by 2 weeks because two people in the venue we were going into got COVID, so they've had to close the venue down for a couple of weeks. But it's still happening. It's still going to go ahead. And So much so that, you know, we've got so many kids, underprivileged kids, that are ready to come on board and enjoy this, you know, this kids club. So a massive thank you to Clubhouse, massive thank you to the Winners Club for making that happen. I've made massive friends on here. I've made so many friends on this Clubhouse. I speak to you lot more than I do my wife now. You particularly, James, but let's keep that between us.
Kev, Ash, off air there, where our headphones were muted, Ashley said when you first come into Clubhouse, he might have moved you back to the audience.
How could you move the Kev Orkin? How dare you?
This was like January, and then I realised, then I connected with him, and he's actually just a lovely bloke.
Imagine if from day one Kev had come on as his comedy persona. Imagine if that guy turned up every day. I would love, based on what you told us, especially what you did to Lionel Richie, I would love for that guy to turn up in Clubhouse. It would be brilliant, wouldn't it?
Well, if anyone sees the back channel, Kev just makes pictures of me.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to do that. When you got named a Greek god, I thought, nah, mate, I've got to do that. And do you know what? A massive congratulations as well to Mark Deeks. I've just had a quick word with him, and he's naming his first 3 children after Ashley, which is amazing.
And what's worse is I have people that tune in on the live stream, and they actually said, Kev looks like your dad.
Kai, you're on the golf course. Keep him mute.
You know what? I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I got told Kev looks like your dad, and Kev, I showed you the messages, didn't I?
Let's have a look. Oh, I can see
know what?
that. I
It's
can
funny.
see that, yeah.
More than I speak to you now, actually.
Oh, is he still on the stage somewhere? No. Oh, yeah, he is.
Who's that?
My dad.
Is he on the stage? Have you let him up today? He's there. Oh, good old Gary. Good old Gary. Shout out to Gary Shipman, the creator. You think Ash is the creator of the Winners Club? Gary Shipman is the creator of Ashley Shipman. So do with that information what you will.
So by default, the executive chairman of the Winners Club is
Yeah, by
Gary.
default,
There we go.
yeah, a job you probably don't want, mate, but you've got it now. Unlucky. Right, it is 7:30. We've been talking about this for a little while. Let's do a quick room reset. We have got big news coming, guys. Big news indeed.
You are listening to Breakfast with Winners. Exclusive content direct from the Winners Club. If you are enjoying the conversation, click on the green Monopoly house at the top of the screen right now and join the thousands of winners already in our community. For more information about the Winners Club, head to thewinnersclub.club. Now back to the show.
Right then, guys. So we have been
muted again.
I think Kai, he sounds like he's milking a mountain goat.
No, he's carrying his golf clubs.
Okay, yeah, that's more of a legitimate sound.
I'm guessing.
Than a milking a mountain goat. Fair enough. It's one of two. It's either carrying golf clubs or milking an animal. One of the two. Right, Paul Apple Crumble, over to you.
Over to me. All the pressure's on me. So what have we got? We've got background music as well.
Yeah, why not? We're like a pro radio station, man. We're like Capital FM, but better.
How long have we been here? We've been here. The Winners Club has been. Well, we know we're about
173. You know, big 173 today.
Did someone work out the numbers?
173.
And we, about 2 months ago, we actually really started. We're obsessed. I'm particularly obsessed with what's the purpose? What's the purpose for us doing this room? What's the purpose of the Winners Club? Why are we doing what we're doing? And I keep trying to convince Ashley and James, let's stay on track. What are we doing it for? Why are we doing it?
You have to, or Ash is like, let's do an event. Let's do an event. Why don't we do this? I'm going to do a black tie event. I'm going to do white collar. What's he come up with? White collar boxing.
Yeah.
An event, like a group bungee jump or cabaret show. Oh, the ideas. Honestly, we had to come up with a business model to keep Ashley quiet.
If we let him go, I could see us have hired a cruise ship and we would have been doing like a Winners Club cruise or something like that.
James called it something, the mountain of Shipman's Falls or something like that.
Honestly. He tried to flog us all diaries the other day, didn't he? In his WhatsApp group. Anyway, the point being is we there's been a hell of a lot of thoughts, and a lot of people have contacted us and said, hey, you know, what are you going to do? You could do this with the community, and we've become very protective over the space, first of all, that we've built, the community of people that are here. We've become, I guess, the anti sales place, you know, compared to some rooms on Clubhouse.
You're being so careful with your language. I love it.
I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want any libel, but we don't like to sell. We don't like people that sell in the rooms, and we don't like some of the tactics that people use to do that. And I think it's a lot of the people that gravitate to this room realize that. And that's why they're here. That's why they spend so much time here. So we are obsessed with, and that's our core values, to give you actionable, tactical content that you can actually take away and do something with.
100%.
And that's why we're building out a roster of rooms. And we've got some great rooms coming up where you can get actionable, tactical content. So we wanted to come up with a way of giving you even more of that. So we have developed an app, thanks to Darren, who's here, who we know. Darren is the app guy. We're still developing actually, but we have developed the app, the Winners Club Companion app. And basically we wanted a way of giving you even more value, even more tools. And we think we've come up with the ideal way to do that.
Absolutely. So this has been in the creation for quite a few months now. So as Paul said, behind the scenes, we get lots, we get messages probably 2 or 3 a day. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? You could collaborate with this, that, and the other. But we were, as Paul mentioned, very keen to be protective of the community that we've built. And as he mentioned, we want to be the antithesis of the sort of the smarmy snake oil sales that you hear too often on here. We made a commitment when we started this little collaboration, this little collective. And we've talked, a number of times about the awkward conversations that we had to start with. But we all made a commitment. We said, look, we've all got other businesses. We've all got other income. We do not need to be doing sales of courses for, 19 quid. Oh, someone's got a hot mic there. I think they just said, why don't I go? Well, you could do if you want, or you could stay. Up to you. Entirely up to you. But we said, right, we've got to commit at this point in time that we're not going to do the £29 course thing. It's just not what we're about. It's just not aligned with our values, etc. So we're in this for the long haul, and we think there's a bigger game to be played. And with our backgrounds within Paul's scaling up businesses, my broadcast experience, and what Ash has done in sales and conversions, there's something bigger to be done here. So we've been working on that for close to 6-ish months, haven't we? Realistically, 5-6 months, and then the app we need to create something. And again, all of the decisions that we've been making are with a business model of, where will this be in 18 months rather than, how can we sell something in the next 18 days, if that makes sense. But also the direction of it's been largely driven by the community. It's been driven by you guys. We ask you what you want. And the thing that kept coming up again and again and again was was community, that the community aspect of this was so important, that connecting with other people was so important, that people got so much value from it. So the companion app, one of the main sort of key USPs of what we've built out with this app, which looks phenomenal, by the way. Big shout out to Paul for all the effort that he's put into it, and a big shout out to Darren as well, whose team have been making the will of Paul Apple Crumble come to reality. And he's a perfectionist, so he's had Darren's had his work cut out. But as part of the companion app, one of the biggest things is we've got a live message board. So you can be in this app having the conversation and in real time. Like, do you remember old school message boards where you could sort of see conversations around specialist subjects? It's got a live message board on there. So you can download the companion app for free and you can live message everybody else. Now, obviously, we were working on this way before we knew anything about back channel coming out, etc. But back channel and sort of the message boards functionality serve two different purposes, because obviously back channel is for sort of like one-to-one DMs. This is for group community-led conversation, if that makes sense, in real time. So you'll be able to listen on Clubhouse, but you'll be able to engage with the community via the companion app. If you want to go to get it right now, if you click onto my bio, or
we can't get it yet.
We can't get it yet. Yeah. If you want to sign up for when it's coming out in a couple of weeks' time. But if you click onto my bio, Ash's bio, Paul's bio, or the Winners Club, go onto our social tab, our little landing page, and there you can find out the information. Or if you're sat in front of a computer, go to thewinnersclub.club/app download. Thewinnersclub.club/app download. We're announcing it today, but we are not going to be bringing it out until the 13th or 14th of August, so in 2 weeks' time.
So what we're doing is we want to give all of you wonderful human beings the chance to become founder members of that app. So basically, it is firstly a companion app to help out alongside the Clubhouse room. So there's tools for us moderators in there. There's the message functionality, the ability to receive notifications, and all the usual stuff that you would get from a community-led social media app. But aside from that, there's some features that are going to be locked to premium members only. So there is a premium subscription, and there's some other features which are all detailed on that page. But in summary, those features, we want to take all of this great content that we give you every single morning and make it easy for you to take away the actionable content. So what we're doing is every single Clubhouse room that the Winners Club runs will be available to replay in that app as part of the premium features. You'll be able to go on there, you'll be able to see all of the rooms, and you'll be able to then replay all of that content. You'll also be able to listen to what we've called basically the Blinkist. For those of you that know Blinkist, where they summarize books, the Blinkist of that version of those Clubhouse rooms. So a summarized version, a short, quick version of those rooms, so you can listen within 5 minutes to all of the actionable takeaway parts of the rooms. You know, when you listen to one of our Clubhouse rooms and there's like a mic drop moment, we're going to pick all of those out every day and put them so they're easy for you to get to. We're also going to be making show notes of every single room, and they'll be available inside that app as well, so you'll be able to see that, as well as some keynotes, some masterclasses, and we'll be getting in touch with all of the regular moderators and speakers and find out how they can add value to the community and how they can add content in there. So we're going to be, alongside all of the premium Clubhouse features like the replays and the content, we're going to have some great masterclasses and keynotes being added into there every single month as well. So if you go to that page, you can register. Now, the reason we're asking people to register, because we are going to take 250 founder members, and each one of those 250 founder members is going to get a nice little Winners Club pin badge, which I think is really, really cool, actually.
It is going to be very cool.
For you to do what you want with. We're also going to give you access into a prize draw, which is listed on that page, whereby you can get access to, generally money cannot buy, bonuses, which we'll tell you about in a minute. Only available to the founder members, by the way, and we're going to lock the price in for you for life. So if you subscribe to the premium version, which actually is not a lot, you'll see on that page, it's really not a lot of money at all. We generally believe that we should give everybody access to the information that's going to transform their business at a price that's right, not thousands of pounds, not, generally a price that's right and that can change and transform your life and business. So that's the level of pricing that you'll see. But if you are one of the founder members and you go on there, that pricing is going to be locked for life. And once all the founder memberships are gone, the price is going to go up.
So the premium features include, as Paul mentioned, the full uninterrupted replay, so you're going to never miss a moment of the game-changing tactical content that we have here. Exclusive access to room recordings every minute of every room. So every single day, we've got a team now behind the scenes who are going to be recording the content and repurposing it. So the full replay will be available. We're going to try and turn around same day. So if there's, if you can only jump in from like 8 o'clock and you hear all this stuff that got shared earlier on in the room, if you're a premium member, you can listen back later in the day to the full show. As Paul mentioned, there's also going to be an executive summary of the main lesson. So all of our mods who we've been sort of working behind the scenes with, you've been hearing a lot of people recently sort of keeping notes of the conversation. Those are now going to become part of the sort of the transcript of show notes, which you guys will get as access to as a premium member. Executive summary and those key mic drop moments. So if there's a couple of minutes where someone shares a story like, God, that's so impactful, those summaries, those mic drop moments, as we're calling them, we're going to get those. We're going to get those as clips, so you can listen to some of the highlights and the best parts of the content. There's exclusive masterclasses and keynotes behind the scenes. Myself and Paul, that's what we spent last week doing, was recording exclusive content on starting your business, scaling your business. What else did you do? You did taking on your first members of staff, going from a sort of a side hustle to a full-time job. I've done stuff on branding, podcast basics.
Basically, we're going to pick out all of the key topics that are discussed in Breakfast with Winners. And expand on those in as many masterclasses and keynotes as we can inside the app.
Yeah, think of this like if anyone's seen the app Masterclass, it's like Masterclass, but driven by the content that you guys want. This can add most value because of what comes up in the rooms and the conversations. And there's also, Paul didn't mention this one, but this is a big one. There's also a monthly digital mastermind. So there's going to be one day per month for a few hours. We're going to do a digital mastermind, and that's going to be exclusively available to premium members.
Hold on, just get that right. So you can join a digital mastermind, a virtual mastermind with some great people for like less than £10 per month.
Yes, you can.
Well, there you go.
Job done. Sales pitch done.
That's how we serve the community.
Yep.
Yeah, and 100%, and genuinely, like, when we looked at the pricing structure of it, and this was, for those of you who've been in this community for a while, you guys asked for a mastermind, and we're like, it just doesn't fit because those things don't sell themselves. You're going to have to come in every day. You're going to have to punt them every day. You have to keep talking about it every day, and it just goes against the ethos of this. Whereas, with the little room resets that we've got, we can nudge and remind about the app. Those of you who haven't got £10 a month, that's fine. You can still get the free app features, the room listings. You can join in with the live chat, the community social feed, and there's those moderator tools as well. But for those of you who want to take your level of learning from the stuff that you're getting from this room to the next level, for a tenner a month, you can get access to that and access to some of those amazing people. You know, we've had the likes of, the co-founder of Reebok. We'll be talking to people like that about, can you come in and do an exclusive masterclass for us? We've had, Tim Stories come on 2 or 3 times. We'll be getting exclusive content from people who are genuinely world-class at what they do, but we want to make it as affordable for as many people as possible.
That's the key thing here. When we was going to do a mastermind, we had a lot of people sign up, but a lot of people that wasn't in the position to go ahead with it. So that is why we've gone back to the drawing board to rethink how can we make it successful.
Yeah, and by the way, actually, if you did apply for the mastermind, we haven't done a mastermind. We're not doing a mastermind. We realised it wasn't, it didn't serve with our values of what we wanted to do, and this version does. This iteration of that does exactly that.
Allows everyone access.
So go to thewinnersclub.club/app download, or if you click onto Ashley, Paul, James, or the Winners Club bio, it'll take you through to our little landing page, and the top little button there says app. If you can find out more information there, you can join up to the mailing list. So for the first 200, we said we're going to have 250 founder members, and those 250 are going to get put into a prize draw. So we have got some amazing money can't buy bonuses for the first 250 founder members only. And this will be done based on people who sign up for the app who've also subscribed to the mailing list.
So so in order to count as one of those 250 people, you will sign up to this page that we've just said. You'll register on that page. You will be notified early. We're also having a virtual app launch event online that you'll get an invite to along with us. You will be the first to download the app, and then you'd have to subscribe to premium as well. So in order to count as one of those 250 premium members, founder members, you would register on this page. The timing, the numbers are taken based on the registration.
Yeah, and given that we have generally between 3,000 and 5,000 people go through our rooms every single day, and we're doing them 7 days a week, we get a lot of people. Our rooms touch about 100,000 people a month. There's 1 million minutes worth of listening content that's going on. So there's a hell of a lot of people that will most likely, I would say, be. And if you can hear some pinging, by the way, that's Paul. I think that's Paul's email responder thing going off. So there's a lot of people.
Turn off the part where it notifies you for every time someone signs up.
Yeah, nice problem to have, right? But again, we want to serve this community with as much value as possible. So for the first 250 members, we mentioned that there's, the app in and of itself sells itself. For a tenner a month, for the access to the information you're going to get, it's a no-brainer. But we wanted to make people take some action quickly. We'll reward those who do take action fast. So of the first 250, not only are you going to lock in the price as a founder member, etc., and you're going to get the pin badge sent out. That's for everyone. But we're also going to be doing a prize draw. So for 10 of the lucky 250 founder members, 10 of the 250 are going to get a 10-person mastermind. So 10 of our first 250 app members will be entered into a prize draw to come to the Winners Club HQ to join us for an exclusive one-day in-person mastermind. So these are not going to be regular. This is going to be a one-off. So 10 people out of the first 250 founder members will get an in-person mastermind, which is going to be run by me, by Ash, and by Paul. And we're going to specifically build it around, Paul's been part of some very, very, very high level, exceedingly expensive, but very, very powerful masterminds. And the whole sort of mastermind concept day that we've got is built on that process. It's going to be mega, mega valuable. So that's for 10 of the first founder members. We're also going to do another prize draw. So another 10 people of the first 250 founder members are also going to get a seat on the sofa. We get so many people like, oh, can I come down and listen? Or can I come and contribute? So we've got a spare seat in the studio. We've also got a 3 or 4 person sofa as well. So every Friday for a couple of weeks after we launch, we'll have a couple of regular members in. 10 of our 250 founder members will get the opportunity to come down to Winners Club HQ and join us for our now famous Friday live stream. So yeah, two lucky winners per week will be in the studio. You get the opportunity to come and be interviewed, do a Q&A session as well. And then for one person only out of our first 250 founder members is going to get the opportunity to come along for a Build Your Business intensive day. So if you've heard, what Ash don't know about sales and conversions isn't really worth knowing. What Paul doesn't know about taking a concept, automating it, systemizing it, scaling it up isn't worth knowing. I've got 15 years worth of branding background. We're going to chuck all of that stuff at one person. So you are going to have a 3-to-1 coaching day with me, Ash, and Paul. Again, it's not a regular thing. It's going to be a one-off, one-time prize. Build Your Intensive Day. One of our 250 founder members will be coming down to the Winners Club HQ for a deep dive day of business and brand building. You'll be the star guest on our Friday live stream show before your 1-to-1. Well, it's actually 3-to-1, isn't it? Because there's going to be 3 of us on one of you. Well, that sounds weird. Coaching and mentoring session with the Winners Club founders. During the day, you have personal consultancy time with Ash on sales and conversions, Paul on planning and scaling up your business, and I will be covering how to scale up your brand awareness. And at the end of the day, we'll have a tactical, actionable roadmap for your brand and business progression. And to celebrate, we're then going to go and head for dinner. Dinners with the winners. We've talked about that a few times, haven't we? So we're going to do it for one person. So of the 250, just to quickly reiterate, then we'll carry on with the room this morning because we're super excited. Hopefully you guys are as excited as we are about this launch. 250 founder members are going to get entered into the prize draw. 10 people are going to win a 10-person mastermind. It's going to be a one-off day with, you know, just a little gang of us, and it'll probably be those who are, you know, regular supporters, but we'll do one of those automatic poll things online. You know, we put everyone's name into it, it picks out of a hat. Another 10 people are going to get a seat on the sofa. So 2 people per week will come down on the Friday show and get the opportunity to have an interview and a Q&A and be in the hot seat that you've seen some fantastic guests involved in. And one person, one out of the 250 founder members, will get a Building Your Business intensive coaching day with me, Ash and Paul. Or you come down on the Friday for the live stream. And then after that, we'll do a seriously intensive all day 3-to-1 coaching session finished off by dinner. And I think it's only right we take him to German doner kebab. Now you can sit in. Let's get it classy.
Can I just, because I'm getting some messages in the background. If you've been a little bit over eager and gone onto the App Store and searched for the Winners Club and found an app, which some of you have, that's a very, very early beta test version. So
do that.
Just delete that because you won't get any interaction and no features will be on that and it's not working. So the actual app itself launches on the 13th of August.
Yes.
So that's when the actual app is launched. So go ahead and delete that one. Don't worry about that. All we're asking you to do at the moment is pre-register so you can be one of those founder members, and then you'll basically get delivered a link via a text message, which is why we're asking you for your mobile phone number so we can send you a text message with a link to download the full version of the app when it's released. So if you found one on the App Store, please delete that.
And those who do register in advance, you will get access to, so the app's going to go live on the 13th, Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some, not unlucky for you. But it's going to be launching on the 13th of August. But those who've signed up will get an early access link on the 12th. And we're also going to be running a Zoom sort of launch party on the 12th of August as well. So you'll get exclusive access. So that's how you become one of the founder members and get entered into that prize draw for the first 250. Anything else you want to say about it?
Yeah, no, I'm excited, and it's what the community have asked for. So I'm excited for this to grow now. That is us, and that's our purpose, and that's where we're going. So guys, please go over to our social taps.
Let me know when you two are going to do some work on the project. That'd be all right. That will help.
Yeah, but we've all got core competencies like Ash's. Well, we're still working that out, but I'm still working that out as well. You handle this bit, and me and Ash Ash can add the glamour, and I'll add the banter. Stay in your lane, Abercrombie. Right.
And
Modern
big
speakers.
thanks to Darren as well, who's helping us on the project. Darren's in the room. So big thanks to Darren.
Could you please flash your mics, Modern Speakers, if you're excited by the development of this app? Because again, we've created this because of what you guys asked for in the town halls. That's why we run the town halls and the regular rooms and the regular content to find out exactly awesome stuff. Yeah, people are very excited. Awesome. We generally really, really look forward to building this out, developing it. We've had a lot of fun with the content concepts already. And we've had, some really, really cool stuff that's already sort of going into the back end of the first iteration of the app. So we look forward to the first 250 founder members.
One bit we didn't say, which I think this is a really, really cool feature, especially for people in the room. If you're a premium member, you'll get to use almost like a marketplace where you can present to us a real genuine discount that you have on your products and services that you want to offer to the Winners Club members, and that will be displayed in the app. So there'll be almost like everyone can advertise their services, so to speak, within there, as long as you're not selling snake oil or selling followers, because there's a lot of people on this app that are doing that.
Yes, we'll only accept good stuff from good people.
I'm getting a lot of messages. Where do I find the link? Even though it's over, go to our social media, mine, James or Paul's.
Yeah, click on the links in the bio. Go through, click on that page. And there's a button that says app. If you click on that, it will take you to the page. But it is thewinnersclub.club/app download. you'll be able to see that page.
Oh, specifically, you mean your Instagram, don't you? Either of your Instagrams.
Yeah.
Either of your Instagrams.
Yeah.
Go
You
to
can
the
tell
link
who's the
via-
marketer in the room, can't you?
I'm sitting here making notes for you guys. I'm like, oh.
We're gonna get a debrief afterwards. He's gonna do that shit sandwich thing, isn't he? It was really good, guys. Here's the half an hour of what was crap about it, and then, but don't worry, it can only get better from there.
Yeah,
can't it?
Instagram bio. There's a link, and you can click on that. And it's the little landing page that you see where you can watch this live stream, and you can do all the other bits and pieces. But there's a button on there that says app, and you can go and see that. We'll also put it in all of our in the community and all of the WhatsApp groups we're part of, so you'll be able to see that. But yeah.
Also, guys, just quickly, when you do register, so when you go down the bottom, fill in your details, the page doesn't take you to some, like an official thank you, but it has worked and your form has been submitted because I checked. So it does work. It just doesn't reload to another page, but that is working.
So don't
enter your details in like 30 times or Paul's going to have a nightmare in the back end.
I mean, thanks for the feedback, Matt. You could have told us that on WhatsApp, couldn't you? We've even got a little group. You could have not mugged us off on live on air, couldn't you? But no, I'll take that.
I wasn't digging you out. I knew people were going to be asking you.
Yeah, no, it does come up with a little message at the bottom of the form that says thank you for your submission. Thank you for registering. So yeah, it does.
Well, I was the number one. I was number one to register.
If you were listening to Matt's room on Tuesday before last, the most important page is the thank you page, isn't it, Matt? Because that's where everyone's looking.
Oh, here she goes.
Well, they haven't got anything to actually sell yet. So this is a pre-launch. This is a pre-launch, and I'm loving the strategy. But can I just quickly say that I think what you guys are doing is amazing. One of the reasons why I resonate with you guys so much, and we're partnering on my thing, is because of things like this. And I think everyone in the audience, what you've got to understand is, there's 200 people in the room. And if you haven't already got 200 people on that pre-register list, I don't know what everyone in the audience is doing, because these guys come in here every single day like clockwork. I don't know how they do it. I honestly don't, right? I like to think of myself that I give a lot of value in everything I do. They take the consistency of delivering value and bringing people together to a whole nother level. And all they've done, what I love about it, they could have easily, like they said, done a mastermind and charged 9,997 for it and been really, really elitist and just taken on some of the people and made a bunch of money real quick. But instead, what they've done is they've thought, how can we serve everybody that turns up to Breakfast with Winners and who's members of the Winners Club? They've done it with you in mind, which is why they've got a free version, and even their amazing premium version is only $9.99. I think James said, if you can't afford it, listen, everyone can afford $9.99 a month for the value that they're getting. I love Blinkist. I love the fact that we're going to be able to access shorten notes and sort of trim down highlights of the room in audio format. And I know some of the other content that you guys have got lined up for that. I'm really excited, but just hats off to you guys, because you have done it with them in mind. You thought to yourself that not money, how can we make the most money? That's completely out the window with this model. What you thought is, how can we get as many of our community involved and add more value as we possibly can? And you've done that with this thing. So if you haven't, guys, join that pre-launch and definitely sign up to the app when it goes live. Hats off to you guys.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Really do. That's awesome. Great to hear. And it's, I'm glad that the reason and the rationale that we've done it in the way that we've done it has come across. So, looking forward to getting as many people as much tactical, practical and usable value as possible.
And I'll be building a thank you page this afternoon.
You'll be building it straight after this. No, you've got to go on a holiday now, haven't you?
Yeah, well, he's going to be late.
Yeah. Here's 20p. Phone your wife. Tell her you ain't coming home.
Do you know what she sent me? My wife, right? Honestly, just so to change the subject. If she sends me messages, not like, hello, darling, I love you, I miss you. It's like the most random things in the world to go and look for. Do you know, I've had a message this morning. Can you go and get 4 beach towels? I'm in Ilford. Like, seriously.
I can see washing lines in back gardens.
Where does she? Can you just go and get 4 beach towels? There's a German doner kebab shop, a pound shop next door, which I don't think she'd appreciate the beach towels from there.
Cash converters.
Yeah.
See if Cash Converters got any towels that they've had handed in. Jesus.
Yeah. We need 4 beach towels before you come home.
Hey, that's a good excuse though. So you could do the thank you page before. If you work on that, I'll run down the high street and buy the beach towels. Everyone's a winner. Sorted. There you go. We're always looking for solutions. We're not interested in problems here at the Winners Club. We're always looking for solutions.
And another thing, white polo shirt for a 1-year-old baby.
Why on earth do you need a white polo shirt for a 1-year-old baby?
Who's that breathing through?
I don't know.
I thought
it was Ashley's nose again. I thought, what?
Four beach towels and a white polo shirt for my 1-year-old son.
That's easily done. I can go.
Easy, yeah.
You do landing
It's like
page.
supermarket sweep.
Right then, let's get back to the show. Thank you very much for indulging us for the last 20 minutes or so, for letting us know what's going on. Again, one more time, click onto Ashley's bio, Paul, James, or the Winners Club bio, and you can go through to our Associate Tap, our little landing page, click onto the app button, and you can find out more information there. Pre-register. Don't go and download an app or anything like that. Just pre-register. Stick your details in. The app is going to go live on the Friday the 13th of August, but if for people who've pre-signed up in advance, you guys will get access to a launch party on the 12th, and also an advanced link, so you can be one of the first 250 founder members, because you get all of those additional benefits and all of those bonuses as well, including one person who's going to win a 1-to-1 Build Your Business Day 3-to-1 coaching with me, Paul and Ash. So yeah, awesome stuff. Right, let's get back to the conversation. In fact, should we have another little reset, because I think it sounds fancy. Here we go.
You are listening to Breakfast with Winners. Exclusive content direct from the Winners Club. If you are enjoying the conversation, click on the green Monopoly House at the top of the screen right now and join the thousands of winners already in our community. For more information about the Winners Club, head to thewinnersclub.club. Now back to the show.
Right then, we're back to the conversation. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, everybody. This is Breakfast with Winners. As our fancy voiceover artist just said there, you need to click onto the green house at the top of the room right now, if you haven't already done so, to find out more information about exclusive rooms being run by the Winners Club. We've just announced our exciting app, which we're very excited about. We've also got some amazing room announcements coming up in the next week or a couple of weeks. We've got some great people who are coming on board to create great content within this room. And again, that is a testament to the communities that has been built here, because we've got people who we basically get pitched about once a day, or can I do this room, or can I do that room? So we're really looking forward to bringing you some amazingly tactical and valuable content, and some very, very funny stuff as well. We can't say too much about that, can we, Kev? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But some very funny stuff. We're going to have lots of learning and lots of laughs here in the Winners Club. Right, modern speakers, Popcorn Stylie, flash your mic. What has Clubhouse done for you? What's it done for your life? What's it done for your business? What's it done for your overall happiness, your health, your well-being, etc.? We'll go to Holly, then we'll go to Sharon.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you ever so much for the app. I'm absolutely buzzing for it. So Breakfast with Winners for me has massively got me out of a rut. So earlier this year, I was just completely stuck in a rut, in a job that I wasn't happy with. And yeah, just not feeling that sort of confident in myself, and being able to sort of turn up more on a daily basis, and actually take action and meet incredible people. So I've got Ryan, who is now my coach. He's actually massively helping me to get real good clarity as to like, what do I want out of life, and we're taking steps towards that. So massive shout out to him. And I just find everything incredible, and it's just massively changed things for me, improved my mindset. And one of the biggest things that I'm taking away from the club is that everyone has ups and downs, and we learn from the downs, and we just go again and we grow. So I just wanted to say massive thank you to everyone. And I got a new job on Wednesday, so I'm absolutely buzzing. So so thank you to everyone. It's been incredible. But I'm just in a completely different place with more confidence and higher self-worth. So thank you.
Awesome stuff. That's fantastic. Lovely share. What's the job, Holly?
So I'm a team leader at the moment. So it's a team leader just like in another department. So I'm just going to get more experience and more knowledge within the company and go from there. And then who knows, I might have a little side hustle coming soon, maybe.
Awesome stuff. Modern speakers, flash your mic as a celebration of Holly. She's going to go and lead another team, another winner, winning at life. We love that right now. Awesome stuff. Right, who did I say next? I said Sharon, didn't I? Sharon, we'll come to you next, my pal.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Sharon. I'm fine. How are you? I could listen to Sharon share stuff all day. Sharon, what would you like to talk about? You could talk for the next 57 minutes. Go for it. What would you read us the dictionary if you like?
Oh, you crack me up. Thank you. So what have I got out of Clubhouse? I've got a lot out of Clubhouse. It's been amazing. I've met some very wonderful people on here, made some really lovely friendships. It's also been great for business for me as well. I've got quite a few new clients, some clients for sort of coaching and strategy work, as well as obviously photography work as well. So that's been wonderful. The thing that's touched me the most, though, is the response I got from the winners' room when I spoke up about my son Jake.
That was mega, wasn't it? That was one of my highlights of the last couple of months, actually.
That's been incredible. And the fact that Jake got to be one of, I think, the youngest people to speak in the winners' room as well, which was a bit of a moment for him and me. And to just see his confidence grow as a result of all the, the love that got poured into him. And it also pushed me to move him to a different school. So he'll be starting a new school in September. And yeah, it's just been wonderful. Iffy and I are hopefully going to be doing some work together surrounding supporting children during difficult times. So we're going to be talking next Friday about how we can do something on that. So this room particularly and this app in general has just been incredible in terms of helping build wonderful relationships. It's been amazing for my business in terms of helping me learn so much and grow. And you mentioned about my voice, so I'm going to have some meditations coming out so as well. I thought I may as well harness that. So I've got lots. So anyone that wants me to send them to sleep, then I can do that.
Blimey. I feel a bit peculiar. Don't know about anybody else. Can you just for context, because obviously there's a lot of regulars here which we love, but give us a little bit of context about what happened with your son, because I thought that was just a beautiful moment. So he was struggling with some bullying, wasn't he, at school?
Yeah.
And a couple of people jumped straight into support. And what was the outcome of it? Tell us the sort of the 60-second summary of what was happening and the outcome of it, because I thought it was just amazing.
Yeah, well, so basically my son was going through some bullying, and on the Friday night before I went into the winners' room on the Saturday, I was laying in bed giving him a cuddle, and he told me that he hated himself, that he didn't need to be here anymore because he was so ugly, because everyone told him so, and he'd had a particularly bad week in terms of all the bullying that was going on, and so I mentioned it in the winners' room on the Saturday morning, and there was just an outpouring of support. I mean, Beju and Trey phoned him and gave him a lovely chat on video. We had Dale sent him a wonderful video message. Iffy was incredible and drove 120 miles to hand deliver a confidence starter him, and he made new friends with her children. We've had there was David as well, who's invited him to join magic school, which was and also did a wonderful Zoom with him and showed him some magic. There were people that phoned, lots of DMs. And obviously he got to speak in the winners' room as well. So I saw him go from this really sad little boy into this confident, beautiful child who's actually excited about life now. So that was wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, awesome stuff. Modern Speakers, flash your mics in appreciation for that share. Love it. And again, shows the power of this tribe and this community that has been cultivated here, because it's a give value first gang of people. So yeah, awesome stuff. It's great, the business stuff, isn't it? And it's great, it's having an impact on people's, brands and all that sort of stuff. But when you can actually have an impact like that phone call from Trey or Beju, or if you turning up on your doorstep, might change that kid's life. That's like 100%. A genuine life-changing moment, isn't it? So
yeah, 100%. And actually it spurred us on to create this little superhero gang, thanks to Beju and Trey suggesting that he become a superhero. So he is now Kid Hero, and we have a TikTok account for him. We're going to be creating some TikTok videos for him to help other children who are going through difficulties, not just bullying, but any kind of difficulty. So we're looking to do that too.
Oh, that's awesome. Fantastic. Well, yeah, keep us posted with all that. And if we can support that, we obviously will. Fantastic stuff. Thank you for your share, Sharon. And I think your meditations will be very, very popular.
I'm very excited about those.
God, stop it, Sharon. Right, okay. Flash your mics, mods and speakers, Popcorn Style Lee. Let's go to the number one, the sniper, the original Time and Envy, the raver with all the flavour. Wow. I didn't know where I was going with that, to be honest. I just had to find a rhyme for raver, and flavour was the first thing that came up. But it works, so we'll go with it. Go on, mate. What has Clubhouse done for you, pal?
Oh, it has done everything. It's massive. You know, when I joined Clubhouse Boxing Day, 2 days before that, it was my dad's funeral. He passed away December the 6th. And it was tough times during that time. You know, we're in the middle of that 4th lockdown, and it was just like your 4 walls and shitty Netflix. And all of a sudden this app came, and there was about few people I knew, but all of a sudden there was a conversations happening that you could relate to. It was at the start, it was a bit of, headless chicken activity, got confronted, but once you settle down and you realize probably third week of January, actually opened the Winners Club, he was finding his feet, you came on, I knew of you, James, never met you, but knew of you, Paul, all the rest of it. And all of a sudden you could literally touch your phone, open this thing up and talk to people that get you, that you can be vulnerable, you can be expressive, you can offer value, you can answer questions, you can ask questions and not feel you have to justify yourself, not feel you have to explain yourself, and knowing that even when you're off the app, you could DM someone and they'll get you straight away. And then when we had this meet up a few weeks ago, you're meeting people you've never met, but it's like you've met long lost friends. It's unbelievable, the power of voice. And like I say, from a business, from relationships, all the rest of it, it's been a complete game changer. I know Mark said it was a bit of a cliche, but it is. It changed the game. It changed my game in relation to my business, the holes in my business, like Darren said. It changed the game, like Matt said. It forces you, someone asks you a question, it forces you to be sharp. We go, hang on, I know the answer to this, but I need to articulate in a way that allows people to understand. So in so many ways, it's changed the game because it forces you to look at yourself and think, hang on, do you know what? I don't want to not be part of this community. So I want to offer value. I want to build relationships. And then you just take it offline. And then what you've done with the app is complete. You don't realize, you look at it, we all look at it, we're thinking, oh, you've got an app and premium this, but you all of a sudden you created the community that Clubhouse could go tomorrow, but all of a sudden this app allows us to carry on that kind of energy, that kind of communication in a way that it's unbelievable. So credit to you, Paul, for the vision, Ashley for starting it, James for being there and joining up, and Darren to create it. And I promise you, from my point of view, I'm sure others, we will support you every inch of the way. I'm here for the long run. Love you guys, and it's been a game changer on so many different levels.
Oh, what a speech. The raver with the flavour, everybody. Do you think, actually, I'm really interested by this, do you think you've become a better coach because of having to sharpen your saw every day?
A million percent, because, you gave me this name, Sniper. I was, when it came about, people, you heard this, people coming onto the app, asking questions, getting great answers. And then you see the same people going in different rooms, asking the same questions, getting loads of answers. But then you think, what are they doing with these things? Grow your business, get your following, make a funnel. So a couple of times I said, hang on, you've got this advice. Are you going to do something? Oh, yeah, well, I'll do that. I said, well, just DM me and let me know. And then I did that a couple of times. And once I did it, you don't remember this, James, right? I just literally unmute. You went, hang on, watch out, guys. Paige is going to have you right now. He's going to sniper you out. And I thought, really? What? I'm just doing what I do.
It was the lady in France who you made go for a walk every day.
She's in America, Maryland. And it changed her life.
That's right.
She came back the week ago. She goes, I've seen things in my town I've never seen before. And it was just a simple of, well, what do you want to do? And just let me know every day. To DM me you've done it. And that was it. And then, but it's 100% it's sharp on my skills. And it ups your game on so many different levels, because you look at other people, like, there are some great coaches, great experts in their fields, like Matty Wilson, what he's done in that room, he's given stuff away. We paid $5,000 for 5 years ago on a PDF, right? And he's come in real time answering your questions. You don't get this anywhere. So this is like the ultimate mastermind. It's fantastic. So it's sharpened me as a person, as an individual. Also going through personal stuff. There's people on there I came to and asked for just counsel, and it's been fantastic. It's just been unbelievable. I can't think of a bad thing. Well, one thing, but that's a different room. But a lot of things that you've been alluding at. But it's been unbelievable on so many different levels, like we all know. Thank you, James.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Right, Mods and Speak. I'm loving the shares this morning. What has Clubhouse done for you? Popcorn Stylie, flash your mic. Who have we got? Dr. Habiba's been flashing since this morning. So let's go. We'll go Dr. Habiba, then we'll go Susan, then we'll go Janetta. So Dr. Habiba, coming to you first.
Thank you so much, James. So I joined Clubhouse back in March because somebody mentioned on a WhatsApp work group that there was a talk taking place about AI and ophthalmology, which is my specialist interest in my field of work. And I hadn't heard of Clubhouse before because I was kind of in my ophthalmology bubble. But the funny thing is, what's kept me on Clubhouse is not work related. It's about learning about life and business and different cultures and making connections. And this room especially, it feels like business school. And it's given me the confidence to start my own business. And it's also improved my communication skills, both speaking and listening. And it's made me a better doctor because of that. And I had a fear of public speaking prior to joining this app. And it's helped overcome that, which has led to different consulting opportunities, like in the pharmaceutical industry. So it's really had an amazing, beneficial impact in my life. So thanks very much, Ashley, Paul and James, for this space. I'm complete for now. Thanks.
Awesome stuff. And again, you're one of those characters, Dr. Habiba, who's come on and you can just like hear you growing in confidence and stature. I love the fact you're now landing those consultancy gigs that you should have always been having because you've got a lot of value to share and you just come across as a lovely human being. I don't know what, maybe you're horrible, but you seem very nice to me. I think you sound like a lovely lady who knows her stuff.
People actually say you're nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, that is a very, very thin layer of facade, isn't it? Because I'm a horrible human being. But there we go. Right, let's go over to the queen of the intergalactical manifesting visualization universe. Susan Stocker, are you there?
You should be called the brand demolisher.
The brand bulldozer.
Yeah, oh, there we go. That's better. I couldn't think of that.
There you go.
Brand bulldozer. There we go.
Go on, Susan.
Way.
She loves it.
I do love it. I absolutely love it. And this is my whole point of what I was going to say, actually. What I'm going to say you guys, but like Clubhouse in general, obviously people know, like I've been on here a lot. I love it. Ashley was a huge part of me staying on Clubhouse, encouraging me to do my own thing. And I think coming into this room and exactly what Matt said, I cannot echo that enough. It is all about perceptions of how you look at things. So I've had friends that have come on Clubhouse and then they'll come on for a bit, go in a room, listen to a couple of people and they're like, no, it's not for me. And they'll just leave. You know, it's like that. Aligning yourself with the right people and then understanding their intentions and then your perception of that. So I wonder how many people this morning might have thought, oh, they've got an app, you know, oh, they've a premium service, are they going to charge? Of course they should. You know, this is the thing of it. Like we've come in here every single day. I can't even explain like how much it's changed my life and what you listen to. And you guys, I think, as to why it works so well is the variety. So you go in some rooms and and I'm not going to mention them, but it's very money focused. So even though they might do occasional mindset, it's still very much what are you guys going to do for us? And I think coming in this room, it's that feeling, isn't it? Like I always say, it's how you make people feel, and people know that your intentions are to give back. And the whole reason that you guys need to, I hope you effing smash it monetarily, because the more that you guys are doing, the more successful you are, the more you can give back, and then people benefit often for free for that. So that's the whole importance of that worthiness of money, which I've really learned actually since being on Clubhouse. And then my last point, because I'm now going on, is that James in particular, you doing them funny brand things and then the way you guys speak, what you've done for me is completely allow me to be that side of me, which I've done for like years, but the last couple of years more so. And then I've really knew, like my soul was calling, like do this, you shouldn't be doing as much construction stuff, you should be moving into this. And what you've allowed me to do is the space to talk about it, to share it. I know like you joke about the brand thing, but then like bringing me into the studio, and Ashley's rung me and gone, how do I do this? You know, he's been in, I mean, Paul still wanted to talk about invoice factoring, but you know, that's good too. That's good too. I was just going to go on to Paul then. I was like, no, Paul just wants to talk to me about construction and invoice factoring. But I love that as well, because I don't really talk about that on here at all. So Paul, you've given me the ability to explain, actually, I have really got a business mind and I can talk that as well. So you guys, honestly, you allow people to express themselves. And my third and final thing, probably fifth and final thing, but we'll say third, was that you cheer people on. Even a minute ago, lovely Holly, and I've connected with Holly. Just the fact that she's got, you're all like flash your mics, everyone, like the celebration for other people, even though they might not be doing anything for you, is priceless. And so, you know, my love for you all. Anyone that's in the audience, if you haven't downloaded the app, like Matt said, it's crazy. You know, sign up for the premium service. You'd pay £500 and go to a mastermind. Like, this is for a whole year. And yeah, anyway, I'm going to stop talking, but peace out. Love you guys.
Thank you, Susan. And actually, do you know what? It's a good point to talk about, because in order to operate that premium service, to get those features to work as they are, it's a small team of people that are needed in the background to, you know, take Breakfast with Winners, for instance, 2.5 hours of content. Our aim is by within an hour of that show finishing to have that edited, the mic drop moments edited back into the app, the notes done, the summaries done, everything back in there for people to consume. So, you know, that's the three of us can't do that. We've got lots of stuff going on. So there is a team being formed in the background of people that will be editing that, listening in, editing it, making the changes that need to be made and doing it. So that effectively is what the premium service, you know, why there is a charge for the premium service. It's to pay for that service. So yeah, thank you. And we really appreciate you, Susan.
Paul, you mean Ashley's not the one taking notes?
It'd just be one big page of A4 that says lovely from like the bottom left corner across to the top right.
I'll draw pictures and try and work it out after.
I was going to say it'll just be a noughts and crosses game and then uploaded into the
Oh, Zahid going to tell us off again in a minute. It's all right. She won't mind.
No, there are a lot of systems and processes which I love. That we're putting in place to try and make it happen quickly.
Yeah, but
I couldn't get to my mic, James, quick enough.
We want it to be like a McDonald's cheeseburger, 90 seconds done.
Wow, what a way to devalue what we've built. The best comparable is a McDonald's cheeseburger.
No, but this
is the McDonald's Chicken McNuggets of information technology. I get
happens quickly.
Happens quickly, yes.
We'll have the Winners Club burger, special burger, the Winners Club.
I like that. The Winners Club sandwich.
On an app.
Oh, come on now.
On an app.
Kebab.
On an app. Yeah, on our WhatsApp group yesterday. I'm going to say it, and this.
When these comments come, I don't know if it's going to be.
No. This was because this one really. There's not often. Like sometimes when I get some of your voice messages, I think you muppet. But that is the general thought that's in my mind. But this one made me laugh. No, I was crying with this one. This one really made me laugh. James said yesterday in our group, he said, because we're getting together a really good roster of great people, and we're going to start announcing those next week. I know it's been a lot of announcements, but we're getting a lot of people that we're going to start doing rooms with in the Winners Club. So basically every day of the week there'll be a Winners Club room, right? So I said, what a great roster of people that we've got coming together within the Winners Club is really good. And James's comment back to me was, this is brilliant. He said, we're like the BBC, just shitter. Which that really made me laugh. That honestly really made me laugh.
I knew you were going to say that, so I was like, oh, did I actually say it? I did, didn't I?
I sometimes
It tickled me. I was nearly crying to that, honestly. I was sitting there at my desk.
No, but it was that whole long voice note, and it was
at the end. Yeah, no, he basically said, I can't actually play you the voice note for privacy reasons, but he actually said, I wish I could. It was like, yeah, we've got this person that's really, really good, and this person, you know, generally one of the best in the UK at what they're doing. This person, really, really, really good, blah, 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 blah. We're like the BBC, just shitter. Brilliant.
And that's only because we're not publicly funded, but if enough people download the app for $9.99 a month, then we can be publicly funded and we can be a less shit version of the BBC. Right, who are we going to next?
And actually, on that note as well, with rooms, because we are approached a lot by a lot of people to be asked to run rooms under the Winners Club, and we're very protective of that as well, by the way.
Yes.
So if you are one of the lucky ones that's been selected, count yourselves lucky.
No, but a lot of time and effort does go into making those rooms happen. So you're right. So we had Dr. Bieber, we went to Susan, then we were going to Janetta, weren't we? Janetta, where's your flag from, Janetta? Everyone's got a flag, I can see. Where's yours from?
I always say I'm a white Maasai in disguise. It's Kenya.
Okay. I've not seen that flag before. Fantastic. Right, what has Clubhouse done for you?
What? Clubhouse, I was just thinking, just sitting silently in a room that's as impactful as this one, and I look at the people on stage, and so many that I've interacted with and some that I've only interacted sometimes with, but yet just being here makes it feel like you know them all personally, it just on the silent level without even talking. And I think that's the big thing, is there's a camaraderie that just expands by just being in the rooms and with the tribes that you relate to. But when I joined in January, I had a really big mission, a legacy that I knew I wanted to. Sorry, a call came in. I turned 63 this year, and I have 3 visions that I really wanted to expand so I can hand everything over to the next generation. And Clubhouse and rooms like this amazing room have started that in motion, and working closely with Ash over the last few months has been amazing. And being able to take World Jenny's Day and notch it up so many notches the way I wanted to do it, this room and other rooms have made it happen, and my heart's really full. It's an amazing, valuable, and really heart-opening way to do it. And really, what I thought would take me a couple of years has taken a few months. So I'm so grateful to Clubhouse, and I just love this room. So that's me.
Awesome stuff. Thank you very much, Janetta. And behind the scenes, Ashley, obviously, you mentioned you're working with Ashley. He's like, went Janetta, and in the nicest possible way, he went, she's a steam train. Oh, she's unbelievable at what she does. So there you go, Janetta. That's your new nickname behind the scenes. Janetta the steam train.
To lose weight, I think.
No, not in that way. You're not saying you're the size of a steam train. It means like you just smash through stuff. It was meant to be a positive.
She knows exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
She's
gotcha.
When Janetta gets her mind, she just
goes.
Yeah, I've got to say.
Well, this is fantastic because Janetta is officially now the head of sales for the Winners Club app, based on what Ashley just told me. It's a job that she didn't want or request, but it's one that she's been given. Think of it as charity, Janetta. Thank you very much. Awesome stuff. Right then, mods and speakers, flash your mics, popcorn. Oh, do you know what? Actually, before we do that, there is a big, in fact, it's next week, isn't it? Next Friday, I think. There's a big, as part of the community collaboration that we have in this room, we've got a big, there's a big meetup, isn't there? With Jonglers and Beiju's put it together with Kev, Beiju, aka the Sniper. Are you there? Can you tell us about it? He's not there now, is he?
Yeah, I'm there. I can do it.
You can do it. Go on, mate.
Cheers, James, and thank you so much for allowing us to say it. So next week, is going to be a gathering at Hyde Park, which starts on the 31st of July, and we're kicking off in Hyde Park like we did last time, and everyone's going to arrive there and just get together, picnic, chit-chat, mingle, collaborate, connect, cuddle, spread more COVID. It's going to be amazing. And then from there, we're going on to the Homegrown in Marble Arch. And we're going to have a great night of dinner for those people that want dinner, or drinks, a welcome drink, and a show ticket for Jonglers. So that's kind of how we're doing it. It's going to be an evening of stand-up comedy with 3 great comedians. And it's all going to be a bloody good laugh. And if you still want to buy a ticket, if you want to do anything, just go to Beiju's or my Instagram profile bio and just click on the link tree and you'll see it there. Cheers, James.
Brilliant. Thanks, Kevin. What we'll do is I'll WhatsApp you the invoice details so you can send us the commission in the post.
Absolutely. And do you know what the commission is? A ton of kisses, Paul. So get ready, son.
Sign me up for that.
Kev, we've got something for you. We're going to bring forward a little announcement that we had that we'll save for next week. We think now's a fresh in time to do that. So have a listen to this, Kev.
You are listening to the Jonglers Comedy Club. Exclusive content direct from the Winners Club.
That's right. As one of our big room announcements, which we were going to hold off for a little while, we are very excited. We're not going to do it for the next couple of weeks, but in a few weeks' time, I think we're going for a mid-August launch. The Jonglers Comedy Club, the famous Jonglers comedy brand. If you someone who went out partying in the 90s, you could not go to a town or a city centre without seeing a Jongleurs, a hugely respected heritage brand on the live entertainment scene. Kev Orkin, as well as being a lovely human being and a fantastically funny comic, he's also the owner of the Jongleurs brand, and he's bringing it back in a big way. And we are very excited that the Winners Club is officially collaborating with Jongleurs to bring you the Jongleurs Comedy Club to Clubhouse. Play the theme music again.
You are listening to the Jongleurs Comedy Club. Exclusive content direct from the Winners Club.
As soon as you get your own theme tune, it's official. Orkin's in. Jongleurs is in. It's on. So there you go.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, coming in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you find out more information about the meetup. The meetups have been mega popular. Like 70 or 80 people have been going to Hyde Park and just like raving in the sunshine, like having a great time. And yeah, as Kev mentioned, not only this time is the meetup happening, but then going straight on to Homegrown. And then there's the night of fantastic comedy and the comedians. I've been watching the Jongleurs brand and the Instagram and stuff. Kev has some hilarious people, as you'd expect from Jongleurs. The most respected.
How's the room going to run when we do it? It is going to be like a little mini Jongleurs night, isn't it? Kev?
Yeah,
that's
like
your idea.
Comedy night.
Yeah. So we're going to bring on comedians. We're going to bring on funny people, and it's all about just chit chat, comedy, talking, catching up with great comedians, and just proper chit chat. But you get to be like close and personal. So and you can ask any questions to the comedians. You can loads of jokes are going to be happening, loads of funny stories. So I'm literally now putting the feelers out there with there's probably about 300 or 400 comedians, and I'm encouraging them to come on Clubhouse so we can start the ball rolling. Apart from the ones that are already here, which are brilliant. So there's some great comics already on the platform. So we'll be going for it, mate. It's going to be fantastic.
Awesome. And one of the things that we are looking at behind the scenes is, could we do a Jongleurs Club live here, aren't we? So we could do it as a live stream, because we've talked about like the Dinners with Winners concept before. So we're thinking, can we get 4 or 5 comics into the live stream studio and do it in person as well? So yeah, really looking forward to that. Jongleurs Comedy Club coming to an app near you very, very shortly. Awesome stuff. Right, mods and speakers, flash your mic, popcorn styly. We're at 8:30. We've got another half an hour-ish to go. I'm loving what people have learned during their time using this app. Let's go. We've got to do it, guys. It's Diamond.
This is Diamond, and good morning. I love your new intros and the clubs. And if you guys haven't already, click on that greenhouse and join the Winners Club today. So where do I begin? So many great shares today on what Clubhouse has done for all of us. And I echo all the sentiments. And, I was thinking about this, I want you guys, you can thank me later, but I actually manifested Clubhouse. That's right. I manifested because I wanted an opportunity to be able to share mindset with as many people as I can and be amongst my tribe. And here we go. We have Clubhouse. And, I thought of 5 C's for what Clubhouse has done for me, because I could just keep going on and on and on. But you know how I am. I had to have it organized in my mind to be able to share. So the first C is consciousness. When I joined Clubhouse, it was, deep in the pandemic. We were fully locked down, and, it really raised my consciousness and elevation, being able to be around other people who get it, who understand the power of mindset. And it really is true. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And I've met some phenomenal people in the mindset space, in the manifestation space, in the business and entrepreneur space, and all the things that I love. And it's just been absolutely amazing, the caliber of people I've met on this app, which also brings me to my next point, which is competency. It clearly has been a masterclass, especially in rooms like this, where there's always superb value, been brought to stages. I've learned so much. I literally have notebooks full of notes from the amazing shares on stages like this, and, the rooms that we host throughout the weekend. I'm just really grateful because, this information normally would be in a premium mastermind. And, we have the benefit of being able to engage with the top leaders of industry every single day on this app. And so I'm so grateful for that. And my next C is collaboration, the relationships that have come from this app. the partnerships, being a part of the Mod Squad, all of those things are just so precious and so special, and just, being able to develop deep relationships like we have on this app is unparalleled to any other social platform I've been on. Never been able to connect like I have on this app, and I value and cherish those relationships so much. And the next C is conversions. I've learned so much about how to elevate my business, my brand, marketing strategies, been able to add values for others to help them elevate their business and brands. I mean, it's been absolutely phenomenal for business growth and development. And the last C is confidence. And, this app has really given me the confidence to continue to share my voice, to shine bright amongst amazing stars like on this stage. And I'm just really grateful for you, Ashley and Paul, Lucianne and James, and everyone in the Winners Club. You guys are fantastic. I stay up late and get up early so I can be here amongst these amazing superstars on the stage. And as always, if you believe it, if you take massive action, you can achieve it. This is Diamond, and I am complete.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Diamond. Always love your energy, love your shares. And I suspected that you'd had a good time and got a lot of value out of Clubhouse. That is awesome. Right, mods and speakers. No one ever wants to go after Diamond, do they? Everyone's like, oh, no, do I have to? Go on, Matt.
James, can I just quickly share something, because you'll find this hilarious. I'm so embarrassed right now. Talk about audio branding. I'm strolling back to my house at the track, and there's a bird walking towards me on the same side of the road. Sorry, that's a lady. Sorry. I meant a lady. There's a lady walking towards me, and I'm totally unconscious of her because I'm listening to Diamond and I've got my headphones on. And then out of nowhere, she's about 3 foot away from me, no joke. And I go, ole, ole! Just as she walks past me, she looks at me like a complete weirdo, sidesteps out of my way, because I just randomly did an outburst of ole ole. Your audio branding is already in my head so much that I'm shouting it as I'm walking home without even knowing it. I was like, why did she look at me weird? And I realised I shouted it so loud because all I could hear was Diamond. I couldn't even hear my own voice.
Imagine being at 8 o'clock early morning, you're on your way to work, you've got not a care in the world, and just someone with massive thighs and tiny shorts just shouts ole ole in your face. Imagine that's the start to your day.
I'm actually sitting here. Is that tiny thighs and big shorts?
It's quite the opposite of Matt, actually. Well, there you go. If Diamond's made you shout ole ole, then flash your mics, mods and speakers. Anyone else shouting because of Diamond? No? Okay, cool. We'll move on. Right, who else has got a share? What has Clubhouse done for you? We should probably go to Addy, who is asking a question for the average person in the room. Addy, we'll come to you.
This time I'm not asking a question, but I really want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for what this room has done for me. When I first came into the room, I was going through a lot of stuff in my life. I'd lost my mum. I had been informed that I had the possibility of having cancer, and I was in transition. And I really didn't have clarity of mind in terms of what direction that I should take, because my whole world was crumbling. And I came into the room shaky, but was able to find support, be able to find my voice, because somebody like Beju sniped me out and forced me to come out of my comfort zone and do things that he knew I could do, but I needed to be able to have somebody that I was accountable to come out of my shell. And then, I was able to meet people like Lucianne, who just is an amazing person, genuine soul. And she brought out the fact that, yeah, you can do it, girl, and just do it. Alison, oh my God, she is the most practical entrepreneur that I know. and she has been such a blessing to me. She's given me an opportunity to speak in an expo, and she's done lots of different things behind the scenes, just as many other people have done. And I want to say to every person that is in the audience who is thinking, how can I match some of the people that are on the stage? I want you to know you can. You can win in the winner's room. I want every person that's in the stage, in the audience, who's feeling I can't ask a question, to please, everything you have to offer is valid. And when you come onto the stage, there are speakers and there are moderators that are really out for your empowerment. And like I said, Ashley, I really appreciate you. Paul, I love the fact that you are so practical, so direct. James, despite all of your jokes, I know in your heart you're a lovely person and have the heart for everybody's progress as well. So, for the moderators, for the speakers, for the people in the room, I want everybody to know you can win with the winners. Thank you for what you've done for me.
Oh, our pleasure. You can win with the winners. There you go. Unofficial tagline. Ashley, get onto trademarking it. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Paul, get onto trademarking it. Thank you, though, Addy. I really appreciate that. And it's really nice to hear that some people's, I know a lot of people were, we were in lockdown 4, weren't we, in the UK when a lot of people found this happen. I think people were really struggling and needed something. And I think this community kind of filled a big void for people and supported people for a really challenging time. So it's been great to, I guess, help people survive those darker moments. And now we look forward to helping people thrive in the lighter moments. So yeah, thank you for being a part of that. And I love the way you always come in and just, I'm asking a question today for the average person. I'm like, good on you, Addy. Good on you. Right, who are we going to next? There's loads of people down the bottom of the stage who are flashing their mics. So let's go to let's go to Rob. We'll go to Rob, Sarah. Rob and Sarah. Let's go for those guys first. Rob, coming to you first, mate.
Morning, winners. Congrats on the app announcement, and thanks for another great room again. This app has been sort of revolutionary for me. For those who don't know, I'm about 8,500 kilometers away from you guys there in Ilford, down in Botswana in Southern Africa. I'm actually good friends with Janetta's son, strangely enough. He also lives in the same town as me. This app has been phenomenal. I mean, I'm a business graduate out of Bristol Business School, but I've learned more in the last 6 months from this app than I did in 4 years of business school, because of rooms like this and just sitting there and absorbing like a sponge the incredible value that is brought forward. I think the other thing that's happened is that, as you guys will appreciate, in the tourism and travel and hospitality space, we've been slammed by the pandemic over the last 18 months. But what has happened through all of the incredible lessons that I've been learning as a business owner is that there's been a renewed sense of hope for the future, that there is a way to chart a course through this by being up to speed and up to date on some really valuable, incredible business practices across the board, from marketing, branding, operations, as well as managing teams and so many other aspects of running a business. So that's been absolutely invaluable for me. The next thing is just the incredible connections that I've made. I mean, there's a whole bunch of people on this stage that I've had video WhatsApp calls with, Instagram lives with, Zoom calls with. I'm doing a couple of things offline as well off the back of this app, all of which surround self-development, business development, progress, moving forward, all the positives, actually. And with that has come this incredible sense of community, this real sense that actually I've never met any of you guys before, but I feel like if I was to turn up in Hyde Park on the 31st, I would seamlessly enter a conversation with any one of the people that I've spent hours in rooms with, listening to and speaking to on a variety of different topics. So that's been amazing. By extension, I've had my first Clubhouse friend come out on Safari. I've sold my first Safari through Clubhouse. So that has had a direct impact on my business. And then I think the overarching principle of the lot is that you guys produce aspiration and inspiration. So for that, I congratulate you and I thank you. Cheers, guys.
Oh, what a lovely testimonial. Thank you ever so much, Rob. Really appreciate that. And people getting someone out on Safari off Clubhouse, that's unbelievable. How cool is that? And let it not go without mention that, you know, at some point I've been getting a lot of requests, you know, when you guys doing a retreat, I'm thinking, you know, Botswana.
How much is it? How much of the Safari?
Well, they're about 30 grand, but yeah, I mean, we've got to sell quite a few £10 memberships. We'll be there in about 300 years, Rob. But you are in our mind. You are in our mind.
I'll be waiting for you, mate.
Fantastic stuff. Right, we were coming to Sarah next, weren't we? Sarah, over to you. What has Clubhouse done for you, your life, your business, your health, your wealth, and everything in between?
Thank you. Thank you guys for having me out. I really wanted to come up here and say thank you to you guys. Ashley for starting the room, it's fantastic, and Paul and to James, and there's some other people, Alison, Jennifer. I met my business coach because of this, and Danny Wicks, which has been brilliant, and I've been working with him now for quite a while. But not just that, when we came out of lockdown, I'm in the hair and beauty sector, and everyone knows, like, hospitality, it was really hit last year. My business has actually grown this year, which is unbelievable, would you believe? But at Christmas time, I was in a really negative place because my family had COVID. We were in lockdown, and I was just really at the end of my tether. And when obviously Clubhouse started in January, it just completely revived me. I crave being social. I love being around people, and it's one of the things that's really been difficult through lockdown, which I know has been for many people. But it just being able to come in here and talk, it's raised my confidence. I always thought I was quite a confident person when I first came into Clubhouse. I have to be really honest, I felt really not confident, and this room has built my confidence. Some of the others didn't, but this really did. So I just wanted to say thank you. I've had some fantastic networking opportunities. I've been able to spread the word about young people and getting them into work, which is something I'm so passionate about. So thank you. And I'm actually just about to jump in the car, but I wanted to say thank you before I came off. So thanks, guys.
Oh, lovely stuff. Thank you very much, Sarah. I really appreciate it, and glad to, it's nice to hear that some people who had lost their mojo a little bit have refound it here within this community. And again, we really appreciate the fact you guys are coming up and saying thank you to us, but this wouldn't work if it wasn't for the community. And I know a lot of people say that sort of stuff, like, oh, it's all about you guys, but it actually is, because otherwise it'd just be, you know, me, Ash and Paul, and that is not a party that I want to attend, quite frankly, in any way, shape or form. So thank you for being here. From me personally, thanks for saving me from these idiots. Because imagine if every Friday, you think you've done a lot for us. Imagine what you do, what we've done for you. Imagine what you do for us. Otherwise, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I drive through the Blackwall Tunnel to Ilford to sit in a room and look across the table at Ashley Shipman's face.
At least we've got air conditioning.
Oh, it's lovely in here now, isn't it?
The clock work?
The clock doesn't work. No, the clock still doesn't work.
It's still 2:30 in the morning, and the temperature hasn't changed. It's been 30 degrees in here. It's been about 15 degrees in here, but that clock has stayed a consistent 24.
My garage at home is a collection of things like that, stuff that I've bought online.
At least it's right twice in a day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
There's just epic failures.
What phase you come with?
70 quid that clock was.
You're not going to let it go, are you? Hey, on the plus side, we've only got to get 7 members on board for a month, and then that's paid for the clock. Look at the business model. Have we done the right thing? If Apple Crumbles chucking 70 quid at a clock, we've got a hell of a long way to go, haven't we, just to repay that? If he's done 30 grand in this studio, and we need 300,000 members now. Sign up to the app.
Do you know what I think's great about Clubhouse as well in this community? I'm looking here. Why am I an echo? Turn the phone down. Put your headphones in. That's it.
I haven't got mine's turned right now.
I can see where people are clicking on that link from. So
go on.
When click it, obviously the only people that know about that link are people that have been told about it in this room.
Yes.
Somebody's in the Maldives.
Imagine if you're in the Maldives and you're listening to in fact, who is it? If you're on the stage in the Maldives,
we've got
Flash.
predominantly United Kingdom, United States, India, Germany, Nigeria, Spain, South Africa. One person in South Africa. I wonder who that is. Rob, I know it's you. Just we've also got Norway, Botswana. Oh, that's Rob,
Botswana. I was about to say it's a
Rob.
different place.
Turkey,
I'm Botswana, mate.
Turkey, Canada, Jersey, Maldives, Denmark, Finland. There you go.
How cool is that? The Maldives. If you're that person who's in the Maldives, flash your mic. In fact, you know what? I'm going to reset the hand raise. I want to find out who this person is. I'm going to turn the hand raise off. I'm going to turn it back on. If you're the person who's listening in the Maldives or clicking in the Maldives, come up on stage, put your hand up, or if you're on the stage, flash your mic. Is it you? I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued.
They're there.
They are there.
Anyway.
Okay, cool. Right, mods and speakers, flash your mic, popcorn style. We've got a couple more opportunities to share. Let's go to Anna. Anna, we'll come to you.
Hi guys, oh my gosh, you cracked me up. You're the best. Okay, so I'm really excited to be able to share this morning. I wanted to share the other day, and so finally I get an opportunity. Ashley, thanks for having me. James, Paul, you're absolutely incredible. Lucienne, Victoria, Jennifer, Darren, Beiju, Credit Ninja, Andy, Rihanna, Kiki, Dale, Kai, Ryan, Josh, Dimple, Diamond, oh my goodness, Elliot, William, Zaida, Dr. Habiba, and everybody who's on stage. You guys are incredible, and every single person that is in this room. You know, okay, here we go. Before this app, I absolutely refused to engage with social media, and I did not even think that I would like Clubhouse. I had no idea what it was. And I'm so glad I came, because I truly believe this app is the revenge of all social media apps. And I can say, like Diamond, that I believe I also manifested it, because I've always wanted to be able to get to a place where I could speak to a lot of people, and not just stages where I chose to speak. And so this has given me the opportunity to basically accelerate. So it's an accelerator in terms of learning, in terms of understanding what are the trends, what thought leaders from around the planet are thinking, and just a click of a button, you could be with everybody and just learn from everyone. It's just been absolutely phenomenal in that sense. It's an amplifier of loving relationships, a feeling of community, positivity, and opportunities. And it's an opportunity. It also provided me, and I believe everyone, an opportunity to scale at levels that we wouldn't have been able to. I mean, in a few short months, I've gotten to know so much and learn so much. Now, above all, I want to say that this room in particular has been for me a family. And I look forward every night to coming here. It means so much to me that you guys have embraced me. You have allowed me to be a co-host with you guys. It's truly been absolutely an honor. I mean, I'm getting emotional. I don't want to. I love you guys with all my heart. You guys are amazing.
Love
you, Anna.
Anna, come on now. We won't have tears here. This is a happy place. Come on, get a tissue. Come on. Everyone hug their phone. Let's all hug together.
You guys are just amazing. I think it's been a place where you could come and every day reflect. Like, you provide such an amazing opportunity to reflect on such a wide variety of subjects. And it's been my honor to be able to contribute. So I want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for embracing me and embracing all of us. I know I'm not the only one, so I'm beyond grateful. And I want to thank you officially. And I'm so proud to see that you guys have launched your app. And I think I broke the thing because I was trying to figure out how to sign up. So if you get many sign-ups from me, anyway, so I'm really excited to be able to be a part of this community and also to spread the word about it far and wide. And I wanted to thank in particular here a couple of people, if I may, Credit Ninja, who gave me the picture, and she's been like a sister to me from week one on this app. And also Josh, who embraced me my first week here by asking me to be his co-founder of the Leadership Institute. He's an amazing leader. I love you, Kiki, everybody, Beiju. I love you guys so much. I mean, you're amazing. I can go
Love you, Anna.
Dale, all of you guys. Thank you, Ashley, again, James, Paul, Lucian, all of you. I mean, oh my gosh. Okay, I better stop. Thank you. I love you guys.
Let's give her a little flash of the mic there. Come
Love
on,
you,
let's
Anna.
send some
Anna.
love to Anna. Good on
Love
you.
you,
Thank you, Anna.
Anna.
Thank you for always,
Kiki, love you, Anna. You're
always,
the best.
always turning up, sharing mega
Love
value.
you, Anna. I love you guys too. Thank you.
Awesome stuff.
Oh my God, don't make us cry too.
Who does anyone else feel a bit tearful? Is there anyone else we can get any tears from, do you reckon, today?
Maybe for me.
Ashley Shipman, have you ever cried? I bet he's not. Paul's definitely not, has he? Frosty the Ice Bitch. He's never shed a tear, has he? Do you know what I mean? Never.
Paul's like crying. What is that?
So I'm crying on the inside, guys. I'm crying because my systems have failed. My automated processes haven't triggered that automated email sequence, and my God, imagine what would happen.
I'm writing a letter to the glue man. These phone things keep falling off.
I've got two mates. I've got two mates I want to introduce you to, Bill and Ben.
Hey! If you're watching on the live stream, we apologise for the profanity there. We expect more from Paul Applecrumble, but we're not surprised when he lets himself down, frankly.
What I found funny, I was talking to someone the other day, like off the app, and they was like, "Oh, what you, James, and Paul Applecrumble were doing?" And it's
I know it's sticking, isn't it?
Do you know what's funny about that though? It took me years to get rid of that. That I don't know what. Obviously,
a moment to bring
it's
it
because
back.
people cannot pronounce my name correctly. They default to that. Anyway,
yeah, it's difficult.
Through primary school and secondary school, and even my early career, that was my, was a nickname. It took me years to get rid of it, and then I met used to.
In your early career, so were you in the fire service? Were you like saving lives and like, go on, Applecrumble, save
That's
that
what
person?
I was known as, yeah. But I never, ever told anybody that was a nickname. It was just
happened organically, doesn't it?
Actually, when I was in the fire service, they used to call me Apple, so they used to shorten it. I was just called Apple.
Granny Smith or
yeah. Great. What's the most bitter apple? He's a Cox's, isn't he?
Cox.
If Paul was going to be an apple, what apple would he be? A sour one. A crab apple, yes. He's definitely a crab apple. Do you remember crab apples at school? Oh,
it's still going.
Oh,
when
God.
you lose it and start laughing, it kills you.
I've gone.
I'm going to come in next week. There's going to be a bag of apples on my chair, isn't there?
Oh, there wasn't going to be. There is going to be now.
I reckon we should all send Paul on one apple each. Apple a day.
An apple
a day.
Yeah, if anyone wants the address of the official Winners Club headquarters, I will happily send you that so you can send Paul.
People are generally sending me DMs and Instagram messages and stuff saying, "Hi, Paul Applecrumble," as if that is my name.
My little boy now thinks that anyone who's called Paul is like, by default, your name's Applecrumble. So someone else, one of our friends, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's Paul," and my little boy went Applecrumble. I was like, "No, it's a different one."
Yeah, but it was how I was talking to someone. They said it like it was.
Just factual.
My name, yeah.
Just factual. See, it takes a
All the
lifetime
work
to
I've done
build
in
a
life,
brand.
and that's it. That's my legacy.
Success, business, Barclays fastest growing bit, whatever. Applecrumble, crack on. We'll be all right. Right, we've got time for a couple more shares. So let me go to the bottom of the mod table right now. So give us a flash of mics. If you're a regular contributor, someone who adds value to this room regularly, if you're always here, if you've got something to share. And it's not, by the way, this is not about like, oh, what's this room done for you? This is about what the app has done for you, if that makes sense. So feel free. You don't have to come up and thank us for what we're doing, because it's a genuine pleasure and it's two-way traffic. We get more out of it than you get out of it. Trust us. And it's our pleasure to bring this content to you every day. So let's go for Holly, then we'll go Patricia, and then we'll probably wrap up the room. So Holly, we'll come to you first, my friend.
Thank you, James. I was just remembering the day you kicked me out of somewhere, and I just wanted to tell you that I'll share about Clubhouse in a minute, but I was moderating a very large room last week, and somebody was giving an impassioned speech with dropping lots and lots of business bombs. They were absolutely amazing. And I promptly kicked him off the stage by mistake. And this is my first admission in public of having done that awful thing. So I just thought you might enjoy that.
I always love a good kicking someone off story. I do.
That was your introduction into the Winners Club, wasn't it, Holly?
It was not long after. Actually, Paul might.
Savage. They call me the Savage mod.
My introduction, I've actually just sent Ashley a screenshot. I landed in the Breakfast with Winners space on Friday the 30th of April. I've been in a type of lockdown for about 12 years, and you chaps have changed my whole life. Clubhouse has taken my Instagram following to over 1,000. Praise the Lord. I think that happened this week. It's absolutely hilarious because it was sitting very, very stale for a very long time. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who I'm able to interact with that way. But I landed here on the 30th of April, and Paul had just started to speak, or I heard the second half of his talk, and we were very, very privileged to hear Paul's story. And I don't think everyone in the room knows Paul's story, but it's really special. And I remember being called onto the stage, and I spoke last in the room, and everyone flashed their mics, and you have no idea what you did for me, guys. I'm sitting here looking out of the window in the middle of the countryside. I'm in a very rural location, and for various reasons have been quite limited, not just limited thinking, but physically limited. And you've just reconnected me with Holly, who used to be. So you have a very, very special place in my heart, all of you. And Clubhouse has enabled me to reach out and help lots and lots of people. And I try to share my story authentically because I don't have the energy to do any of the bravado or pretense. So I'm just so grateful for Clubhouse. I don't know how long it'll last for, but it's certainly enabled me to reach out and help others and to be enormously blessed. So thanks, guys. I've said before, you feel like brothers, and I mean it. And all the ladies on the stage as well and in the room. Wow, we're so lucky to have each other. So I just wanted to share that. I'm Holly in the black and white. Bless you all. Thanks. I'm done speaking.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Holly. And I do apologise for the first time that I kicked you off the stage, but it might happen again. I'll be honest. You know, there's no guarantees. I sometimes I want to kick Ashley off the stage. I most of the time Paul opens his damn mouth, I want to kick him off the stage. So I can't guarantee that it won't happen again, but who knows? Exactly. It was Holly, wasn't it? When we did the first town hall. And she was trying to be so polite. She's like, and I was trying to share something, and I wasn't allowed. And one of my friends said, that was a little bit unkind. And then Paul went, that was James, wasn't it? He said, that was James. So thank you, Holly. And we like being your little brothers. You're annoying little brothers. Some more annoying than others, especially.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, James.
Our pleasure. Right, we're going to do one more quick share. I think we said Patricia, didn't we? Patricia, we need you to get your share.
I've got to go and look for 4 beach towels and a white polo shirt for a 1-year-old.
Good luck with that. So, Patricia, we're coming to you next.
Great stuff. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad to be up here. Thank you for having me. I'll start with Clubhouse. Clubhouse has been absolutely amazing for me because I've never been able to kind of like really feel at ease with any of the social media things. And I've literally just started to use Facebook this year, but Clubhouse, I just absolutely love because you can just be yourself. You can just do what you need to do. If you don't feel comfortable in a room, you can leave immediately. It's just so refreshing. Anyway, that's about Clubhouse. I'm always on here every day. About this room, I love your room. Absolutely love your room. I've only just started coming because I'm an introvert and I look at the big numbers in the hallway and I tend to just kind of like, just shy away from them because I just think it's not going to be right for me. It's not going to be right for me. But there are some people in the room who just come in every day and I trust them. So I thought, you know what? I'll venture in. I'll dip my toe in the water. And I just absolutely love it. I've signed up for the app. And I've signed up for a premium service in the app because the few times that I've been here, I've received so much value. And I love paying for value that I receive. So, for other people in the room, I just think, if you've received value, sign up for the app. And apart from anything else, I feel very comfortable in this room. And that is why I've been coming back. So thank you guys. And I look forward to my future days in your room.
Awesome stuff. A lovely way to end the room there. Thank you very much, Patricia. I tell you what, you can't ask for a better testimonial than someone else selling the app for you. Thanks, Patricia. If any sales come from that talk, we'll send you a commission check. If you could just email Ashley Shipman's PA, who has a PA now. There's 3 levels of management. But thank you very much. What a great room this morning. And again, we didn't want this to turn into like thanks for all the things you've done for us, because I wanted to find out generally what Clubhouse has done for people. We've had laughter, we've had learnings, we've had some tears. But I think it shows the impact of this community, which makes me laugh even harder. Do you remember when Green Room was a thing for about 5 minutes? Everyone was like, oh, Clubhouse is over. Hey, we're going to Green Room. Come over to Green Room. Clubhouse is crap. 2 weeks later, come back to Clubhouse. Quick, green room hasn't really worked out, guys. But yeah, you can tell that this community, Billy Big Bollocks. But yeah, this community has generally, I think, had a big impact. I know there's, we can't work out an exact number, but I reckon millions of pounds worth of business has been traded within these rooms. We do 1 million minutes of listen time every single month. About 100,000 people go through the rooms every single month. But those metrics are top line stats that don't really matter, aren't they? Fundamentally, if one person's had an impact, for Sharon's boy to be more confident now and to be moving schools and to be happier, that's had an impact that will potentially change his life. And that's the stuff that matters. So thank you again to you guys for being part of this community. We love you all dearly, especially Holly. And I never want to offend Holly ever again. Go on, Apple Crumble.
He had a written warning. He had a written warning for Holly, didn't he? Oh,
well, we got a clip round the ear, yeah.
That was my second written warning.
I got one last week.
You got one last week. It's actually only Ashley Shipman who's got a clean sheet.
Well, I wouldn't go as far as say that. I would just say that we don't.
We've been lax with our admin then. Come on, Apple Crumble.
It's like the PR situation that you try to keep hidden.
Crisis management. Crisis Ash. What are you going to play here?
No, I just want to tell everyone about a great room that we got. One of our rooms, which is a regular on a Friday, Lucienne's room, which is later today. We got a little treat for Lucienne as well, haven't we? So we play it.
I think we should.
You are listening to the Power Hour with Lucienne Shakir. Exclusive content direct from the Winners Club.
There we go. So Lucienne's room is at 4 p.m. today. A lot of you are regulars in that room, but go and check it out for some great world-class coaching.
Brilliant room at 4 p.m. today. Tactical, actionable coaching. Bring your notebook and bring your self-esteem in your A game, because it's tactical. It's really good. It's really, really good. Really good. Lucienne, I've got to say last stuff because Lucienne's going to be coaching my wife, I think. So I better be really nice. Lucienne is a fabulous human being. Can you imagine?
Oh dear.
This is all getting a little bit too interconnected. This circle, isn't it?
It's good. Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know why, but Lucienne's coaching. Like, apparently she's got to come and live with us for a fortnight. And like, I'm not really sure. Like living with the seal that Jesse Itzler did back in the day. Imagine if she does intensive coaching. She's like, I've got to see you in your environment.
You just called Lucienne a seal.
Play her theme tune. No. Okay, awesome stuff. Thank you for today, guys. And again, if you've just tuned in, the big announcement today was that we have launched the official pre-registration for the Winners Club companion app, and you can become a founder member. 250 of you will be get the opportunity to become a founder member of the app. It's got we've got a freemium version which has got like a live message board, moderator tools and functionality, just a way to more integrate and more closely connect the community. And then there's premium features which are going to include replays and content and snippets and sound bites, exclusive trainings and behind the scenes content, a digital mastermind, etc. So if you want to find out any more information, click onto my bio or Ashley's or Paul's or the Winners Club, or you can go to thewinnersclub.club/app download. That's thewinnersclub.club/app download.
Do not go to the App Store.
Yeah, don't download the app that's in the App Store. That's just like a test page that has to be set up so that our iTunes account and all that good stuff is linked up. So go to thewinnersclub.club/app download and pre-register now. So all you're doing is putting your email and your phone number in so that when it goes live on the App Store, you guys can get early access to it, because the first 250 people are going to get the price locked in, and then the chance to be one of 10 winners of some fantastic prizes.
Almost 50% of those spaces are gone.
Oh, just kick the phone down. Sorry about that.
Almost 50% of those founder spaces are now gone based on the people that are registered. So get there and do it quickly.
Awesome stuff.
We're going to keep it open until those go as well, by the way. So yeah, there you go.
Awesome stuff. Good day all round. Yeah. Everyone happy? Ash, you happy?
Yeah.
Apple Crumb, are you? Oh, forget it.
Well, am I happy? I don't know. I'm off to Center Parks with 4 kids, which I love my kids dearly, but 4 other families of lots of kids. And it's
was there 4 families?
There's 4 other families and us going, yeah. And
oh my god!
And it's supposed to be thunder and lightning all weekend. So
fantastic!
Wow.
Sounds like a good weekend, eh?
Sounds like a lovely time for you.
Lovely.
And before that, I've got to go and find 2 beach towels and a white polo shirt.
4 beach towels.
4 beach towels.
Don't go with 2.
We better rock and roll.
We better rock and roll. See you, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Ta-da!
Cheers for your ears.
This is how supportive this room is.